The following is a presentation of Spring Hill Sports Live. It's time for Spring Hill High School Athletics. On your home for the Broncos, Spring Hill Sports Live. Spring Hill Sports Live is presented by Strode Orthodontics, creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Learn more at StrodeOrtho.com. Also by It's time for the Broncos, right here on your home for Spring Hill High School Athletics, Spring Hill Sports Live.
Welcome in here to Spring Hill Sports Live. My name is Reed McAvoy. Alongside me, Curtis Kaiser and Caden Carbajo. We are going to be bringing you doubleheader action here on Spring Hill Sports Live. And we are also simulcasting. Hello to the folks over on Eudora Sports Live. The astute Spring Hill Sports Live viewer might happen to recognize my voice from the first game this season when we simulcasted over from the Eudora Sports Live side of things. Today, though, I'm on the Spring Hill side of things, filling in for the boss, BJ Harris, as he's homesick. So I am excited to bring you this one. I will sort of be the insider on Eudora information because that's the team that I am more used to calling games for. But I'm excited for a good game of basketball, two good games of basketball here. Curtis, what are you thinking for this matchup?
Yeah, first off, I'm excited to be here. Senior night for the Broncos, so really looking forward to the matchup. Two evenly matched teams, both boys on the girls and boys side. I think that was evident the first time they played in Eudora, the first game of the year, as you mentioned, and their first league game of the year, sorry. So looking forward to a couple good games tonight. I kind of talked to some of the kids and my son specifically and said, this is kind of a measuring stick. You guys played, and even for the girls, played Eudora very close at their house. Now it's the end of the year. Let's see which team has maybe progressed the most. But again, I expect a fully good and competitive games for both the girls and boys here tonight.
All right, we will take a quick break here from the Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning pregame show. When we're back, we'll give you a little bit more preview into this matchup here on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon Smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com.
Are you looking for a trusted heating and air conditioning contractor? Look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning. See all they have to offer at ComfortDesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their number one goal is to protect you and your family. Insurance is complicated and not one size fits all. Michael and his team take pride in the relationship they build with their client members. Let them work with you to customize a plan that protects your livelihood and your future. To learn more, call Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services 913-592-2336 or visit them at 117 South Main in Spring Hill.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
What is typically a daunting, frustrating, and intimidating experience was enjoyable and exciting because of Amy. She listened to what we envisioned for our future home and was able to show us houses that reflected this. She was with us every step of the way, taking the time to answer our phone calls and texts. We ended up with our dream home all thanks to Amy.
Feel at home while you find your next home with Amy Kelly of Reese Nichols Real Estate. Amy goes above and beyond for her clients and even makes a contribution to Ronald McDonald House with every closing. Contact Amy Kelly to buy or sell your home.
Massage is more than relaxation. Apex Massage Therapy can go beyond with targeted work for headaches and sinuses, myofascial releases, trigger point therapy, neuromuscular therapy, reflexology, cupping, and hot stones. Kylie's hands go right to the problem areas and work out all the issues. She is certified in prenatal massages, oncology, lymphatic drainage, pre- and post-surgery massages, and she can also work on minors and athletes. For openings and specials, like and follow Apex MT on Facebook.
The pregame show is brought to you by Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning, locally owned and operated for more than 20 years. Comfort Designs is Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. Learn more at comfortdesigns.net or call 913-592-4453. So looking at things coming into it, the Spring Hill Broncos come in 11-6. They are riding a spectacular 8-game win streak, including a tournament championship. And there are a lot of those games weren't even particularly close. They have had some really, really good games. However, though, they did open the season with a close 6-point loss against Eudora. 53-47 was that game. They did sweep Eudora last season, but I tell you what, this is a very different Eudora girls basketball team here, especially thanks to freshman Bryn Dieterding. Looks like they're about to get the national anthem going here, so we will take a short pause here. And continuing our pregame show, looking on the Eudora Lady Cardinals side of things, they come in 12-6. They did begin this season 7-0, but it's been a bit of a rough slate going as of late, falling from 7-0 to 12-6. We're now about to get into starting lineups. Jayla Erpelding, first starter called out for the Cardinals. These are brought to you by The Bean. Starter announced for Spring Hill, the senior. Bryn Dieterding, the freshman. Start for the Cardinals. Isla Herman, sophomore. Kenzie Yoder, the senior.
For Spring Hill, number 22, Sydney Whitaker.
Sydney Busher averages a double-double, 10 rebounds, 20 points a game coming in. She will definitely be making her name known on this broadcast. Lainey Orr, senior, got 10 points last game. Lizzie Suter, junior.
For Eudora, number 31,
Parker Long. So unchanged starting five for Eudora Lady Cardinals. And Anna LaPlante, the senior, rounds out the starting five for Spring Hill. That is the starting lineup brought to you by The Bean. The best way in Spring Hill to start your day is at The Bean. Delicious coffee, refreshing teas, and sweet treats like smoothies, frappes, and shakes. Plus, The Bean has the best pastries and breakfast options in the metro. Stop in and see them in downtown Spring Hill or online at thebeankc.com. They're also closing in on tip-off, which will be brought to you by Seats Incorporated. Kick off your new career with Seats Incorporated in Spring Hill. Seats is a leader in the manufacturing of quality seating and accessories for vehicles with competitive wages and benefits. To see all their openings or to apply online, go to seatsincorporated.com. So that will wrap up our pregame show. So we are ready to get going here on what is sure to be a good one. The Lady Cardinals come in having won their last two, but I would say both of those games were a little bit closer than they should have been. Looks like our scoreboard just switched out on us. So give me a second to work on that. Apologies, folks.
Looks like Eudora girls with the tip here. Bryn bringing the ball going left to right.
Try to get that fixed to you at the first break, but I'll just keep you having the gameplay going here. Here's Kenzie Yoder with the ball, and she's going to get fouled right there by LaPlante.
Yeah, Spring Hill girls had a chance there. Had a turnover, had it in our grasp, and then made an ill-advised pass and gave it right back to the Cardinals.
So LaPlante gets hit with the first foul of the game. Yoder is a player who is often being fouled. She loves drawing charges underneath the basket or getting and ones, but on that occasion just standing around half court, got fouled by LaPlante. Here's Dieterding, and now Yoder. Yoder finds Orr right there in the paint, and she cannot put it away. Rebounded there by Herman. I'm going to say apologies about the scoreboard. We'll get that fixed for you at the break. Right there on the break is Busher putting away the first bucket of the day. She's got 2 points.
That was a textbook fast break there by the Broncos. Good first possession.
This is Erpelding in the corner. Now Dieterding across for Yoder. She's going to drive towards the basket, put that one up through a lot of contact. And it's still loose, and Parker Long now has it for a whistle is blown, and it'll be called a jump ball, which will go the way of the hosts.
You see Coach Hessa there giving some, if you put a body on somebody, that wouldn't happen. So that's kind of her what she was acting there on the court, good coaching, and got Lizzie Suter's attention. So hopefully we'll tighten that one up.
LaPlante had to bring that one down. A high pass from Herman. Now here's Herman for three, and it's good.
Isla Herman started this season a little bit slower, I think, than many expected, including myself, but she has really grown in this role with her primary ball handler.
And there's Parker Long with a three of her own. That's a storyline because she has been really struggling for three, it was something that she was really good at beginning this season. She went 0 for 8 last game from three. She kept trying, and it just would not go for her. So nice to see her get one here just for her sake as an athlete. 5-3 and now 7-3. Spring Hill out on top. Busher with another layup.
Just my thought on Herman. She's really grown in that role and got shooting the ball with a lot of confidence. She's one of the main reasons why we've had this 8-game winning streak, is she's really grown into that role with a lot of confidence, and excited to see her progress. She's got 2 more years in the Bronco uniform.
Yoder and Dieterding connecting there. Some nice chemistry between the two of them. Sees Dieterding lay it in. It's 7-5. Spring Hill out on top.
Yeah, Bryn Dieterding is a solid basketball player. I've got a daughter that's a freshman, so we've been playing against her for this is the 3rd year now, and she's always been a solid player no matter what sport it's in.
Lizzie Suter did not have a recipient, at least aware that they were intended to be a recipient on that pass, so it goes straight out. It'll be a Lady Cardinals basketball. A very soft press, actually just seems more like man marking from Spring Hill. So Dieterding has Yoder on her side, gets a little pick from her. Now finds Erpelding. Erpelding passes out to Long. Could she get another three here early? She will not, and it'll be rebounded by Herman.
Good box out that time by the senior, Anna LaPlante. Grab the rebound.
Suter has that pass go out, but is off a Cardinals player, so it'll be Spring Hill basketball, and then their first substitution sees Aubrey Meter come in for Suter. Inbound taken by Bond. Finds Herman, who has Dieterding right in her face. A lot of pressure, then tries to pull up, and Dieterding comes away with the block, but it still stays in the hands of the Broncos. Here is the substitute trying to put up her first shot there. Meter didn't go, and now the Cardinals in possession. Down by 2 here, 7-5, Spring Hill on top. Going underneath the basket, Dieterding finds Long in the corner once again. Third time she's shooting from that area. She's now 1 for 3 from 3. Bond in for Busher, and Yoder does enough there. Stop that shot from going in, and then Orr comes away with the rebound. Quick pass for Erpelding. She's working against Herman. What's going to happen here? The pause gave her some space against Herman. Then Yoder rebounds, and travel is the call there. Yoder hoping to draw one of those typical fouls I was talking about, but on that occasion they just say she traveled, so it will turn over to the Broncos.
Yeah, I think the Broncos should count their blessings there. That was a gift.
You're saying it could have been a foul call down there?
She should have made the shot. I think 9 times out of 10 she's going to make that little shot there, and rebound would have never happened. But
right. Bond from just beyond the free throw line, no good, and still loose, and LaPlante comes away with it. Now this is Bond, and it'll go out to Lady Cardinals basketball.
Yeah, and you mentioned Sydney Busher. She's constantly recognized all year for being one of the top rebounders, top scorers in the state for 5A. And so solid basketball player, plays the right way, plays hard. So looking forward to her closing out her junior year here and looking forward towards her senior year next year.
Erpelding, high arcing three, and it'll bounce out on the baseline. So it'll be Broncos basketball. They will make a couple substitutions. Callie Rodden and Lizzie Suter comes back in. Going out is Bond and LaPlante. One more time, folks. I want to say apologies for the scoreboard. We will get that fixed at the break. There has not been a break yet. We've been back and forth basketball here. 7-5 is the lead for Spring Hill.
If BJ were here, I'd say they get what you pay for.
Busher got that one into Rodden, and then Rodden shot no good. Long came away with it and finds Yoder. Yoder, though, going to have to slow things down as it was her against all 5 of the Broncos players. Here's Dieterding now. She's going to pull up. It's a long 2, and it's no good. Suter comes away with it. She's got Erpelding chasing her down from behind. Looked like she might have pushed her in the back there. She does end up getting a touch on the basketball, but it'll stay in the hands of Spring Hill. Keltner is now going to come in. Hannah Keltner, the 5'7" junior, will come in place of Parker Long. The Lady Cardinals have sort of been left reeling after Izzy Brunkow, who was their primary substitution, went down with a season-ending injury. So they've been left looking for a new 6th player to put in. Keltner is one of those players that they are looking to, and she's a really good defensive presence out there. Number 3, Hannah Keltner. And here, though, a shooting foul will send Aubrey Meter to the line.
And that speaks to the youth of the Eudora Cardinals here. You got a starting point guard in Bren, and then you mentioned the 6th man is also a freshman,
yes.
Izzy. So, sad to hear that that happened to that young lady, but she's certainly got a bright future. She's another one of those multi-sport athletes that competes very well in a lot of different things, so she's got a bright future.
Yeah, Brunkow she didn't start the season as that primary, but she really grew into that role, and she started winning player and play of the game for us over on Eudora Sports Live. She was really getting involved, and then in a game against Wamego has had her season ended, unfortunately. So now they are looking to other players, which it's provided a great opportunity to some other players on the bench, but there's been a slight drop, you'd have to say, in the quality of the team. Is that there was a reason that Brunkow was that go-to off the bench.
And conversely, for the Lady Broncos, I mentioned that you see Isla Herman's really stepped up her game these last 10 or so games, and so we've kind of been on the other side of that as we've really kind of progressed as a team as the season has went on, and you can see that in our record.
Yoder just put a shoulder into Sydney Busher there. They let it go, and then her shot no good.
They're letting them play. There's a lot of contact on both sides here early on, so we'll see if the officials let that continue as the game goes on.
Here is Dieterding. A lot of passing for the Eudora Cardinals. That was intended to continue, but the ball taken away by Suter. So now the Broncos might add to their current 3-point lead. They will. Busher, she's already up to 6 points, and it is a 10-5 lead for Spring Hill. And then Dieterding loses out on it again, and Busher's able to keep that one in impressively. So they might add on to their lead here.
That's what Sydney does. She just makes winning plays, game in and game out, just a gamer.
Busher here against Yoder, no good, and Yoder comes down with the rebound. Now what's she going to do? 1:40 on the clock. Yoder's going to do it herself, and she's going to draw the shooting foul. So she will get sent to the line here.
I almost give Sydney the broadcaster jinx. I was about to say you get her on that left block, and she's as automatic as you can get.
Looking at Yoder from the line, she is shooting 61% from the line. More than 100 attempts. She is often getting herself in positions to draw fouls. It's quite literally her favorite thing to do. She will draw charges, go down to the hardwood, and scream in celebration. Lucy Giffen comes in here for Lainey Orr for the Lady Cardinals. Yoder missed the first here.
And that's a coach's dream, a girl, any athlete that's want to put their body on the line, take a charge.
Busher there. It's going to be called for a travel. Looked like she just slipped up while coming down with the rebound. She didn't realize the call was against her.
Slipped there. It would be a travel. I think that's the right call. There's a wet spot on the floor there. What happened?
Yeah, she did really well to get up to that rebound, but then couldn't set her feet. So back in the hands of the Cardinals. And Erpelding is going to draw a potential and one. Her first points of the day.
There's a nice move there. I think the defense didn't quite catch her coming across the lane there. They should have. You always have to stop the ball, and the Broncos didn't do a very good job with that on that possession.
Erpelding is a commit to Newman University in Wichita to play soccer.
I think Sydney had a lane violation here, so she'll get another shot. I think Sydney's saying her knees may be bleeding. Yeah, I can see it. She's bleeding, so she's got to come out and get cleaned up.
So that's Busher coming out for LaPlante. Busher's going to temporarily leave the arena here, but she'll definitely be back.
Very rare break for her. She doesn't come out of the game very often.
Erpelding goes 0 for 2 there. So just the 2 points on the initial shot. Now a quick pass here for Meter, and her shot no good, rebounded by Yoder. 1:15 left on the clock.
I really like the way Aubrey Meter plays the game. She plays hard. Again, just a sophomore. She's got good length, good athleticism, can shoot the ball, can really defend. Looking forward to her progress these next couple of years too in her career as a Bronco.
Here's Yoder, and now Erpelding, and then that one went off someone's foot. Whose foot? They say off the foot of a Cardinal, so it'll be Erpelding's own foot. That means Broncos basketball with 56 seconds left on the clock.
Sydney come back in. She's got a tape. She looked at Coach. She's like, I'm good, Coach. And she's giving her thumbs up there. I think Coach maybe is going to just give her a quick break, but she's trying. Nope, here she comes.
She is going ahead to the scorer's table. Try to come in. Meanwhile, missed there from Suter. So the Cardinals, 40 seconds left here. 10-7 lead for the hosts. Could a three-pointer maybe come from Dieterding? Or someone else? That a hand got in there from Herman, but it stayed in the hands of Dieterding. Keltner does well to stay in possession and then find Yoder. Now for Keltner in the corner. She's going to try to drive, but rejected there by Suter. And the shot from Dieterding, no good. Who gets the rebound? Still bouncing around in there, and finally Herman comes away with it. 10 seconds on the clock. And Keltner gets that one. She can't keep it in, though, so Broncos basketball with 7.3 to go. And then Busher will come in for those final 7.3 seconds. Who's she going to grab? She will grab Callie Rodden.
It's a really solid defensive possession here by the Broncos. Love the rotation and challenge the shot.
Herman, 5 seconds on the clock. 4, 3, and Herman gets it up, and it goes, and the clock will hit 3-0, so 12-7 is our score after one. We will take a break, get that score bug fixed for you when we are back.
Stupid Go Brawly internet.
Go Brawly allows you complete control over internet usage for all devices in your home from anywhere, as it should be. Visit GoBrawly.com to learn more.
Hers Incorporated in Spring Hill is your area's premier small engine repair shop. Before you replace that faulty trimmer or mower, let our experts get you back to work. And if you are in the market for a new handheld, we carry Maruyama and Red Max trimmers. Plus, Hers is still the best place for hydraulic hoses, cylinder repair, and mechanical control cables. If that's not enough, we're also a UPS drop-off location. To learn more, visit us at hersinc.net, call 913-247-3530, or just stop on by.
All right, I think we have got things fixed for you. Indeed, we do. And I just noticed this has the wrong school on it. Sorry, folks, getting used to the Spring Hill setup. Not my normal domain. We are all set, though, now. My apologies for everything that was wrong with that. It's all set to go now. Quarter number 2 underway. And a foul is going to be called here against the Broncos. See, it looks like it's a shooting foul, so Yoder going to be sent to the line for the foul against Suter. These Lady Cardinals are 5-6 away from home this season. This is the final game of a 5-game road stretch for them. But they do come in having won their last 2 against Paola and Lewisburg. And Yoder sinks that one, so 12-8 now.
Good competitive first quarter there by both squads.
I think we saw both teams' brands of basketball. They're playing how they want to play. Here's Herman from 3, off the glass, no good, but it's going to go right back to her. She then passes this one for Bond. And now LaPlante. Orr is matched up against LaPlante, and Dieterding is matched up against Herman. Herman trying to drive against the freshman. Bond loses the handle on it, but gets it back before Long can get her hands on it. So now here is Busher, no good, and Long gets the rebound on that occasion.
Good patience there by the Broncos again. Got a good shot, just didn't knock it down. So see what we can do here on the defensive end.
And a travel called there on Dieterding. So the possession goes amiss for the Cards. In for Herman. She's got LaPlante with her, but LaPlante's actually just going to leave her alone. So it's Herman against Erpelding. 1-on-1 ISO, and she gets the better of her. And now takes the shot, and just a little bit off there. Would have been quite the DIY play from Herman, and now they're going to call a jump ball.
That's kind of been her game as this season's progressed. She's really just kind of got a quick step back shot there. She's been good from the corner for 3. Solid player.
This is a quick movement that allowed Herman to draw a shooting foul against Lainey Orr. Reaching over top of her there.
That's a really nice set. That's a staple for the Broncos coming out of the timeout there. Just get the ball up to the wing and then a quick curl. Good pass and solid shot there. Just draw the contact, wasn't able to get it to drop. So we'll see if she can knock down some free throws.
Herman was at 37.3% this season, but knocks down that first one there. Here is the second. It's a 5-point lead for Spring Hill here. They have been on top the whole game so far. And 2 bounces off the back of the rim won't go, and then a whistle blows. What do they got here?
Got one more?
Not quite clear what is.
He said one more. He's got to put up a 1 there, so it must have been a lane violation by someone.
So Herman will get another shot.
2 miscues there, 1 by each team so far at the free throw line.
Yeah. And that one won't go either. And then Erpelding nearly ended up knocking that one out of bounds, but she was able to control herself and bring that one down. Dieterding trying to go on a fast run towards the basket, but it was covered well. Erpelding tries to get it to Long, and the bounce actually helps it get to her, but it stopped her from getting a shot off. And then that shot no good. Orr gets her hands on it, but Yoder comes away with it. Dieterding from 3. No good, and rebounded by the Broncos. Here is Isla Herman. Now to Addison Bond, and then LaPlante. She's got Orr and Long taking away the idea of any short-range shot. So now for Busher, and wow, unlucky bounce there for her. She really did everything right there.
And that's her staple. She's left-handed, so you get her on that left block. She's pretty consistent. She's missed a few already tonight that she'd like to have back, but she'll get her shots up. She'll get her points. She's very consistent.
Long gets shut down by Herman, but comes back away with it and now sets up Dieterding for 3, and she gets it. Wow.
You can just kind of feel, and again, I don't know Bren. I know her just from watching her play and compete. You can kind of just feel like she's got more to bring, but she lets the game come to her. But come crunch time, I feel like she's got that mentality that it's my time and I'm going to take over. So we'll see if that develops here.
Yeah, that was not only big because of the deficit in this game, but that was big just from the opposing side of things. The Spring Hill bench, rightfully so, was erupting off of that really good block, and then it gets followed up with a 3-point shot better than the 2, and they have to take their seats once more and fall silent. That was quite the momentum shifting moment there, just in a couple ticks of a second there. Dieterding dropping that 3. Now the Cardinals back on offense here. Maybe could try to tie this one up for the first time since we began. Here is Dieterding taking her time, as she often does. Then gets a soft pick there from Orr. Hands it off to Long, who drives in and finds Yoder. Now what? Yoder, Dieterding wasn't quite ready for it, so had to break her momentum to go and pick it up. Long under some heavy defense. Out for Dieterding. Could she get another 3 in quick succession? No, she won't, and rebounded by the Broncos. It is Busher. And now being brought down by Bond. Busher charging in for her own rebound, but Rodden comes away with it. And then that shot no good, and Orr with a really good grab there. Halfway through quarter number 2. Here is Bryn Dieterding. She gets past her defender, then doesn't put it in. So Busher comes away with the rebound there. This is, again, this isolated matchup that we saw earlier between Herman and Erpelding.
It seems like that's one of the possessions one of the changes that Hussa made was putting the ball in Isla Herman's hands more at the point position, and that's really kind of catapulted us into this winning streak we have.
And Erpelding is going to tie this game up and maybe more. Although worth mentioning, she did not add on to her earlier opportunity where she set herself up for an and 1.
I think she just signaled to the bench, I need a break, coach, so we'll see if she can get one after the free throw here.
Shooting around 40% from the free throw line. Couple substitutions, 1 apiece. Giffen will come in for Orr, and Meter will come in for Bond. Looks like Avery Warren is at the scorer's desk ready to come in, and she is going to get a chance to do so for Erpelding after she got her 5th point from the free throw line. And actually a timeout is going to be taken before play resumes, so we will go to break as well. And when we're back, there's 3:19 left before halftime.
The industry's most advanced equipment and training, state-of-the-art diagnostic tools, and the small-town friendly service you expect. That's J&T Auto Service in Spring Hill. Eliminate the veil of uncertainty with J&T Auto's digital diagnostic process. This unique service ensures transparency, clear communication, and documentation, allowing for a quick and complete repair. To learn more or to schedule an appointment, call 913-592-6424. You can also visit jtautoinc.com.
All right, back here. We've got a "We Love You" Coach Steckland sign there.
Spread a little love for Coach Steckline, the junior varsity coach for the girls.
Here is Meter against Avery Warren, getting her first minutes. Avery Warren has a gorgeous three-point stroke, which we have seen in the last 2 games. And speaking of a gorgeous three-point stroke, Isla Herman with her second of the day gives the Broncos the lead right back. That was gorgeous right there.
And pretty good, pretty well defended. She's just got the size that she can get that shot up even with a smaller defender on her from the perimeter.
Long taking some tough contact from Rodden, but all clean is the call. They've been letting it go physically here in this game, so that was consistent.
I think officials have been letting it go on both sides, so well officiated game thus far.
Yeah. And wow, talk about some physicality there. Shoulder to shoulder contact. Now back in the hands of Meter. This is Yoder in defense against Busher. That's a high-powered matchup there. It goes out for Herman, and that's right where she wanted it. Back-to-back threes from basically the same spot on the floor. The Broncos are 5 to the good once again.
She can fill the stat sheet up in a hurry.
And Long tries to get one of her own, and it is no good. Warren slaps it away from Busher, but only into the hands of Herman. Now Suter, and in for Rodden, and Rodden with her first basket of the day. So now it is a 7-point lead. Under 2 to go before half. And Meter got that one away from Long, and now Dieterding keeps it in on the far side. Dribbles all the way across to this near side before passing for Yoder, who's going to drive in. And a whistle blows here for a timeout taken by the Eudora bench prior to that shot from Yoder. We will go to another quick break.
Hers Incorporated in Spring Hill is your area's premier small engine repair shop. Before you replace that faulty trimmer or mower, let our experts get you back to work. And if you are in the market for a new handheld, we carry Maruyama and Red Max trimmers. Plus, Hers is still the best place for hydraulic hoses, cylinder repair, and mechanical control cables. If that's not enough, we're also a UPS drop-off location. To learn more, visit us at hersinc.net, call 913-247-3530, or just stop on by.
We are a minute and 30 away from our halftime show, which will be brought to you by Michael Gran at Farm Bureau Financial. And, of course, the Spring Hill Sports Live is presented to you by Strode Orthodontics. Strode Orthodontics specializes in creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and the staff at Strode Orthodontics is experienced, highly trained orthodontic specialists with decades of combined experience. With locations in Spring Hill, Olathe, and Overland Park, learn more at StrodeOrtho.com. So the team's ready to resume here. It'll start in the hands of the Lady Cards. Dieterding prepares to take this inbound. And she's going to find Warren, who then misses Erpelding, and she's not going to be able to stop it from going into a backcourt violation. So Avery Warren misfiring on the pass to Jayla Erpelding means the ball goes back over to the Broncos, and they can continue this 8-0 run they're on. Busher will begin with the ball near to the scorer's table. And here they hand it to her with a minute 25 to go. Gets it in to Herman. And again, Herman versus Erpelding. Seems that we're going to continue to get chapters to this matchup between the two of them. In chapter 3 there. And now here's Rodden. She finds Busher, and Busher is no good, but then really nicely rebounded by Suter, and Suter puts it back. So they do continue the run. It's up to 10-0 now.
Yeah, and I don't think that's a free throw line shot there or above the top of the key there. That's not Sydney's strength. She needs the ball down on the block there and You'll kind of see it when she shoots free throws. She gets happy when she makes the free throw because that's probably not her strength either. She's been working on it, though. And
meanwhile, Dieterding grabs a little bit of momentum back for the Lady Cards. Still down by 6, though, as we approach halftime. Dieterding's up to 8 points. Here now is Meter, and a foul called. Should send Meter to the line, and it will. They call it on Dieterding. It's going to be the first against her, and the second against the Lady Cards.
Not any foul trouble on either squad to be concerned with.
That thing took a lot of bounces. It looked like it might drop for Meter, but it did not. And a couple of substitutions. Sees Herman and Suter come out. And we've got coming in
Mackenzie Stewart and Audrey Harris, a couple of seniors here again on senior night, getting a little bit of time here before halftime.
Thank you for helping me out there as I was looking through my roster. Meter got that one to go, so she's up to a couple points. Here's Jayla Erpelding, and she gets that one taken away from her by Meter, but went right to another Lady Cardinal teammate. Here's Dieterding for 3 once more, and in and then out. My word, 7 seconds left. Can the Broncos do something with it? And a heave there from Meter, and it's going to work as a long pass, and it'll go. Pusher actually couldn't believe it. She had to laugh the fact that that one dropped after Meter's full court shot turned into a pass, and that'll see the Broncos take a 9-point lead into the halftime break. When we're back, it's your halftime show. Keep it here on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their number one goal is to protect you and your family. Insurance is complicated and not one size fits all. Michael and his team take pride in the relationship they build with their client members. Let them work with you to customize a plan that protects your livelihood and your future. To learn more, call Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services 913-592-2336 or visit them at 117 South Main in Spring Hill.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Up your lawn care game at Hers Inc. in Spring Hill. We have one of the area's largest and most diverse selections of lawnmowers, including top brands like Altos, Bobcat, Gravely, Dixie Chopper, and Red Max. Quality built machines for any size job. And when you get your mower at Hers, we offer full service and repairs covered by your warranty. From the backyard to the back 40, the all-star lineup of mowers at Hers will make you the captain of the lawn. See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
The 20, the 15, the 10, 5. Colton McCann, his third touchdown of the game.
Like in the net, and it'll be a point for Baldwin. A first touch volley. The substituted forward across the goal line. Touchdown, Trojan.
At an opening on the near side. Is he going to take it? Yes, he is. Kaplinger will take it to the house.
Bank community banking at its best. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The industry's most advanced equipment and training, state-of-the-art diagnostic tools, and the small-town friendly service you expect. That's J&T Auto Service in Spring Hill. Eliminate the veil of uncertainty with J&T Auto's digital diagnostic process. This unique service ensures transparency, clear communication, and documentation, allowing for a quick and complete repair. To learn more or to schedule an appointment, call 913-592-6424. You can also visit jtautoinc.com.
At Olathe Health, we perform cutting-edge surgical procedures because changing lives with innovative care drives us, one patient at a time. Olathe Health, advanced healthcare, advancing lives.
If you're off your game because of pain or injury, turn to Olathe Health because orthopedics is our game. Joint repair and replacement, chronic conditions and injuries, hand surgery, sports medicine. Make an appointment today.
Welcome in here to the halftime show. Got a nice flag routine going on here. That's the wrong one. Excuse me. There we are. Halftime show from Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial. Michael's goal is to help you plan for the unexpected and protect your future. Getting to know you and the things that are most important to you will help them customize the right plan for your needs. To learn more, visit them at 117 South Main in Spring Hill or call 913-592-2336. So, Curtis, looking at that first half where Spring Hill comes away with a 9-point lead, which, if I'm not mistaken, is their biggest lead they had that whole time. What are your thoughts on just the way that whole first half played out?
Well, I think we kind of called it early on kind of the players to watch type of thing. You know, from the Broncos standpoint, you know, Sydney's been very consistent for us all year, but the brightest spot for us there in the first half was Isla Herman. Hit 3 big threes there, and then a couple of twos, I think, or at least one.
She's up to 10 points is what I've got.
She got 10 points there in the first half, and Sydney's kind of still doing her thing, getting rebounds, getting some points. And then if you look at the Eudora Cardinals, the bright spot, I think it's got to be the freshman point guard, Bryn. She's really kind of asserted herself there towards the end of the second quarter and hit a couple big threes. And I think I kind of mentioned it, that she's got the mentality of that a lot of good players do. They let the game come to her, but when it gets, you know, she kind of felt the momentum there, and she kind of took over and got a couple shots there in pretty quick succession for the Cardinals. So we'll look for more of that. With both those guards being bright spots for their teams in the first half.
Yeah, I've got Dieterding at 8 points, Erpelding at 5 as well. Those are the leading scorers for the Cards. I already mentioned Herman has 10, leading her team. So yeah, but Busher not to be forgotten with 8 to her name as well. So some really good performances there, and I think the way that half ended maybe doesn't exemplify the entire thing, but the ball bounced the way of Spring Hill, and that happened a lot during that first half. And despite good performances on both sides, they're out to a sizable lead. Of course, 9 points not at all safe in this score, but it's a nice thing to look at going into the break.
Sure, and it's been kind of a game of runs too. So Spring Hill got up a little bit early, and then Eudora battled back and took that lead, I think, maybe on that free throw, and then Spring Hill kind of like got the momentum back and took a 9-point lead into halftime. But as you said, 9 points is nothing. Both of these squads are very capable of erasing that deficit, and Eudora certainly is in the second half here.
And fouls didn't play a huge role, but there were quite a few free throws, you'd have to say, and I think actually we might have seen more misses than makes. That could be something that if one team starts hitting those free throws, that could be a real difference maker come the end of this thing.
Yeah, and for Spring Hill, that's not been our strength all season. I mentioned that with Cindy Busher. She gets fouled a lot, gets a lot of free throws typically throughout the course of a game. And I always like to watch her facial expression after she shoots it, because if she gets it, she'll give you a big old wry smile when it goes in, and when she's pretty subdued when she misses it. But free throw shooting across for the Lady Broncos is probably not a strength. We saw some of that here in the first half, but we'll see how the second half unfolds.
Yeah, the three-pointer is actually their biggest strength, but it's really gone away as the season has gone on. They started this season, they were hitting threes. Everybody who wanted to was making them. And then they've really gone away. I mentioned Parker Long 0 for 8 in her last game. They still won that game, but she was really trying to finally get it, which we did commend her confidence to keep going, like to not give up, but it never went for her. It was nice to see her get one, but then she ended 1 for 3 at the half from 3. So that's been a storyline for these Lady Cards. When they were on that 7-0 run, it was 3-pointers the whole time, and then they've gone away, and so have the wins a little bit. So that'll be something to keep an eye on as the second half gets going. 26-17 is our score. We'll take a break here from the Michael Grant Farm Bureau Financial Halftime Show.
Massage is more than relaxation. Apex Massage Therapy can go beyond with targeted work for headaches and sinuses, myofascial releases, trigger point therapy, neuromuscular therapy, reflexology, cupping, and hot stones. Kylie's hands go right to the problem areas and work out all the issues. She is certified in prenatal massages, oncology, lymphatic drainage, pre- and post-surgery massages, and she can also work on minors and athletes. For openings and specials, like and follow Apex MT on Facebook.
Oh, hi, honey.
Hi, Grandma. I'm really sorry. I won't be able to make it today. I have way too much homework, and you don't have enough internet.
Oh, honey, I gotta go. I gotta go. Oh, I need more internet in my house.
Well, you could have just called, right?
Oh.
Call Go Brawley today.
Got about 30 seconds left here on the clock, so we're going to go ahead and wrap up the Michael Grant Farm Bureau Financial Halftime Show. Coming out here, Broncos 9 to the good, 26-17, following a really big run there right after they lost the lead 14-13. I think it got all the way out to 10-0 before the Cardinals finally scored by way of a Britt Dieterding 3 that saw them up to 17, but the Broncos just kept adding. So 26-17 is our score as we are about to begin cue number 3 here.
Yeah, we'll give a quick shout out to the seniors tonight too. So Anna LaPlante, she's played a lot of varsity minutes over her career, and then you got Audrey Harris and Mackenzie Stewart. Not a lot of varsity minutes gone their way, but they've been at every practice and at every tournament and done all the things. So kudos to them for a nice career here. And so shout out to all 3 seniors as they enjoy their senior night here, see if we get a big win.
Cardinals beginning with the basketball here. And Yoder's going to put up a shot and in and out. But Long comes away with it, gets it back for Yoder. Now she wants it from 3, and she won't get it, but Long rebounds once more, and that's probably going to be a jump ball. And they blow the whistle, so indeed it will be. That favors Spring Hill. Third time that a jump ball has favored Spring Hill.
Yeah, not a good defensive possession there as far as boxing out and getting a rebound there by the Broncos. I think they got lucky. Law of averages says you give that many shots, one of those is going to drop.
Yeah, Yoder not one to typically pull up from 3, but a couple games ago she did have a really impressive performance where she put up 18 points, including a couple threes. She is capable of it. Long steals this one. She's going to work against Herman, and she does really nice to pause there, losing Herman and then putting it away. Parker Long up to 5 points. This is Bond working against Dieterding. Dieterding put a hand in, got a touch on the ball, but straight out of bounds, so still Broncos possession.
Pretty tough defense here by Brent. Looked like it might have been close to a 5-second call.
Suter looking for a teammate, but Long gets a hand on it and then hits it to Erpelding, who bats it right back to Long.
And it won't show up in the stat sheet, but that was caused by Brent and her defense right there. They were trying to get it into Bond, and Dieterding has great defense and denied her the entire way.
It reminded me of a coverage sack.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
And Lanier capitalized on the possession, so the Cardinals are back within 5, which is, it seems like most of the game that's where the lead has been at for Spring Hill. Here is Busher trying to get to double-digit points, and she will do just that.
Sydney Busher with the right hand. That doesn't happen often, so she gets that going. She's going to be even that more difficult to guard.
Here is Bryn from 3. Bryn Dieterding, no good, and it'll go out off of the rim. So Spring Hill ball. Now coming in for Spring Hill, Aubrey Meter in place of Addison Bond. Erpelding against Herman, chapter 4. Some nice handles there from Herman. She's able to get down far enough to pass it into Suter, who was on the ground there for a second working against Parker Long, and then her pass is going to go out, and they say not off of a Cardinals player, so it'll be a Cardinals basketball. Addison Bond comes right back in after going out, and she will give a high five to Lizzie Suter, who heads for the bench. Dieterding has Meter working against her. Long gets his little pick there from Orr and capitalizes. She's up to 7 points. She's having a nice quarter number 3. Once again, the lead is 5. Here is Bond. Long got her wrist to that one, and then is going to earn a jump ball or a foul.
Well, I think they called a foul, yeah.
They're going to call that one a foul against Parker Long. So that's the first foul of quarter number 3 and the first against Parker Long. Bond has Herman, but she doesn't find her. She instead looks to Meter. And then Meter against Dieterding. And a lot of different contact there. Yoder's going to come away with it. She has Erpelding. She's going to get it to her, and Erpelding can't put it away. She might get the rebound, though. She does. And a foul is then called, leaving the Eudora bench clapping it up. Erpelding couldn't put away the chance that came to her, but did nice to grab it once again and then draw a foul from LaPlante. It's the third against her, first against Spring Hill. Callie Rodden will come in for LaPlante.
I think Eudora's coach has got to be happy the way they're pursuing the rebounds here on the offensive end. They've had several opportunities, extra opportunities here these last few possessions alone. So,
which is never easy with Busher in there. She's so good at getting those rebounds. We talked about her averaging a double-double. That's on rebounds, plus 20 points that she averages a game. Just crazy stat line that she has. And you can see it whenever she's on offense. She'll always follow up her shot if she doesn't trust that it's going in. And even if she does, she's chasing it down. Just shows how she has earned that stat line. Does not come easy. She works hard for it. Doesn't put that one away, though. And who do they say off of? They say off of Busher. Looked like it might have been off of a Cardinals player, but they say off Busher, so Cardinals basketball.
Yeah, she plays hard from the opening tip to the last whistle.
Absolutely. That's very clear. Here is Dieterding. Turns on the Jets there for a second. Then passes to the Jets commit. Over at Newman University. They're the Newman University Jets, if you didn't get that one.
I did not. Thanks for sharing your vast reservoir of knowledge. Appreciate that. That's good.
Got a foul here that's going to send Yoder to the line. The foul was called against Callie Rodden. Second against Spring Hill. And Yoder misses the first. I've seen her miss it. I think that's 3 free throws now, which is not typical for her. This is her favorite spot to shoot from, really. Gets that one to go, though. So the lead is now 4. But Spring Hill's still on top here, as they have been for the large majority of this game. Yoder tried to get in on that one, but it got to Busher, who then passed for the corner 3 there from Meter. No good, but then Bond comes away with it. Now into Busher working against Orr. Bond against Long. Here's Rodden. Took a look at the rim. thought about it for a second, but passes it off to Meter.
Been kind of double teaming Sydney on the block there, and they've been kind of having some contact with her.
Busher from 3, and she tried to chase down that rebound, but it didn't end up getting any sort of bounce for her. And meanwhile, Meter hit into the wall there, thankfully on the padded portion.
I think that might have been a frustration shot. She felt like she was getting held down there on the offensive end, and thought, well, I'll take one out and show you from 3. It didn't turn out in her favor, but we'll see if she can get a big stop here and go back to the offensive end.
And then a foul there is going to be called against Bond. So that's the third here in the third quarter to go against the Broncos.
And I think they got Sydney.
They actually did, yes, you're right. Busher, it's her first. And then a substitution here. Bond goes out, Suter comes in. There's a crowd in there. No one really open, but a long inbound there finds Erpelding, who was working against Busher to try to find some space. And now it's in the hands of the freshman, Dieterding, who gets it to Orr right on the free throw line, and the snap shot, no good. Another in and out. Yoder might be injured on the back of it. And then a whistle blows here for a foul against Erpelding. Yoder does come out. I think she might be bleeding.
Contact, I think.
Whatever it is, she comes out. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, she's out of the game. Giffen comes in. Doesn't seem like anything that'll keep Yoder out for long, though.
No.
And foul there on the floor against Meter. Well, the foul was committed against Meter. It was against Dieterding. Second against her. Now it's 3 apiece for fouls committed in this quarter. And the quick pass in for Busher, who's up to 12 points. Erpelding and Dieterding working the Cardinals down court. What is Dieterding going to do? She's going to find Long, who thought about the 3. Then lost Suter for a second there, but I don't know if she realized that. She maybe could have had a nice shot there, but now she's going to bring this one in and drive towards the basket, and a foul called against Suter for a block. Second against her, fourth against the home team, Spring Hill Broncos. So anything further committed by Spring Hill would send the Cardinals player to the line. Here is Erpelding. And she called Giffen toward her and was able to get it to her despite some close defense from Rodden, and then the 3 from Orr, no good. She's another player who had those 3s going for her early this season, and she's lost the stroke, unfortunately, as the season has gone on. It's going to be a Broncos basketball still.
Yeah, good ball pressure there, but number 4.
Hannah Keltner will come in for Lainey Orr. Keltner, the junior. In for Meter, and then Busher. And you know what she did. She put that one away. Dieterding's going to pull up for the long 2. It wasn't her first option. And you saw why. It didn't go for her. Suter found Rodden. Rodden couldn't get it in. Will Busher come away with it? She won't. Dieterding gets the last touch, though. So it'll be a Spring Hill basketball. Meanwhile, Emery Feeback comes in for her first minutes here. And Yoder comes back in for Giffen, following whatever ailment it was that kept her out for a couple minutes there.
I can confirm it was a finger that was bleeding.
Okay. And the 3 there, no good. Now Meter has it on the floor, and a travel called there.
Yeah, Coach Hussett was trying to say timeout.
Yeah.
The official apparently didn't hear her, but she was hollering at him. I could see it. Could see it.
Yeah, I was thinking that timeout would come. Coach probably was too. Didn't happen though.
She's pretty close to the ref there. I thought maybe she didn't say it as loud because she was close to him, but he must not have heard her.
Dieterding with not left with many options, but she found Yoder, and the jump shot from Yoder nearly goes in on the second bounce, and then a pushing foul's going to send the Cardinals into the bonus. And is it Erpelding going to the line? No, Keltner. Pull up my stat sheet here. Let's see what Keltner doing from the free throw line. She's 0 for 4, only 4 attempts from the free throw line, but a 0% stat line for her. That's not pretty to look at. We'll try to remedy that here.
Didn't see the contact down there, and the ref standing in front of me is the one that called it, so I must have missed something there. There's a ref down on the baseline there. He didn't blow his whistle, so I'm not sure what he saw, but
Keltner missed the first, so still holding up a donut for her free throw percentage on the season. Only 5 attempts, maybe on the 6th. Still no. So the score stays where it is, but the Lady Cards now into the bonus, going forward for the last 70 seconds here. Here is another isolation matchup there. And now feedback, and a whistle blows for a travel. So the ball is going to go back to the Lady Cards, and Lainey Orr will come in for Keltner. A minute remains before the conclusion of this third quarter. Dieterding racing down court. Erpelding's over in the far corner. Will they get the ball to her? They won't. Yoder's going to do it herself, and she's going to draw the and one.
It's a nice spin move there. Strong finish through the contact. Well done.
Yeah, I told you she loves drawing those fouls. The spin move is new, though, but doing her favorite thing of just drawing fouls wherever she can, whether on the offensive or defensive side of things. It really is her favorite thing to do. She's a softball player at heart.
Yeah.
And she's grown into a really important role here for this team. She's got 5 points here now, and the lead back to 5 for Spring Hill. 35 seconds on the clock. This is Busher. She gets it for Herman. Isla Herman, a high arcing shot, no good. And her opposing number 20, Kenzie Yoder, comes away with it, but then has it taken away from her. And the rebound goes back to Meter, and she then draws a shooting foul.
Quick little trap there by the Broncos. I think kind of took the Cardinal by surprise.
So Meter's going to go to the line once again here, her third trip. And that one goes. Margot Todd comes in for Lizzie Suter. 19.5 on the clock here as Meter prepares to take her second free throw shot, and she sinks them both. Cardinals moving quickly with Dieterding. Now Erpelding, now Yoder, and a timeout will be taken by Coach Parker with 11.6 on the clock. We will go ahead and go to break as well. When we're back, it's the conclusion of this third quarter.
Stupid Go Brawley internet.
Go Brawley allows you complete control over internet usage for all devices in your home from anywhere, as it should be. Visit GoBrawley.com to learn more.
Following the quick timeout from Coach Parker, the Lady Cards will begin on the far side with 11.6 to go. Down by 7 here. The margin, just about the margin that they lost this, that they won this matchup by. Last time these paths crossed. Lainey Orr, no good there. Yoder could only do so much to try to keep it in. Now 1.7 seconds left for Spring Hill. They did something impressive last time, but it took 11 seconds rather than 1. They're going to give it a go, though. Here's Meter, and that one no good. So 34-27 is our score as we will enter into the fourth quarter. Keep it here. It's a good one on Spring Hill Sports Live.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their number one goal is to protect you and your family. Insurance is complicated and not one size fits all. Michael and his team take pride in the relationship they build with their client members. Let them work with you to customize a plan that protects your livelihood and your future. To learn more, call Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services 913-592-2336 or visit them at 117 South Main in Spring Hill.
All right, fourth quarter action about to commence here. Reed McAvoy, Curtis Kaiser with you here. Caden Carbajo running camera. Long's going to inbound this one to Dieterding, and we are underway. The Cards trail by 7. They had the lead momentarily for 1 point in this game. It was 14-13 when that happened. Ever since then, and all the times before then, it's been all Spring Hill. If the Cards were to win this game, it would be the only quarter they would lead. Dieterding loses the handle on that one and then gets it right back. Bond couldn't get it out of her hands. I think a Cardinals player got a hand in on it. Long wants to try it again from 3. And no good once again. The struggles continue for her despite her getting one to go early on in this game.
Looks like an adjustment here by Coach. A little bit more pressure. Yeah, kind of falls back out of it a little bit. Thought maybe we were going to see a little bit more ball pressure coming up the court.
Yeah, as time goes on, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah. Cardinals are used to being in a winning position as time is approaching, as time is running out on them. I'll hold that thought as Isla Herman with a 4-3. Sees them out to a 10-point lead. Double digits is the lead for Spring Hill. Orr goes up, brings that one down. It's a high pass from Dieterding.
Yeah, just a sophomore. Going to have a very bright career here for the Broncos.
Another high pass for Orr, who then finds Erpelding. That was a really good play, but Erpelding couldn't finish it, and then looked like she kicked out there at Busher. Then she comes down and gets it away from Herman.
Typically you call wolf when someone's coming from behind to steal the ball from you. I don't hear a lot of that coming from the girls on the court. That's something that we've always, my high school coach taught us that anyway. And
right.
It's kind of a universal, hey, there's somebody coming from behind.
Seems that no one told Herman because Erpelding came and mugged her, but the possession will not do anything for the Cards.
And that's happened 2 or 3 times tonight where they've come from behind and stole the ball. So that's probably a point of emphasis for us in practice to talk about that.
At what point would you expect to see the press, like with time left and the score getting a little bit away from the Cards?
I think you're down by 10. I think you do it now. I don't think you have time to wait. Hey. I expected more ball pressure or half-court trap coming out of after the third quarter. We'll see if Coach adjusts something here in the timeout.
A timeout's taken here, so we will do the same. We'll be right back, though. Keep it here.
What is typically a daunting, frustrating, and intimidating experience was enjoyable and exciting because of Amy. She listened to what we envisioned for our future home and was able to show us houses that reflected this. She was with us every step of the way, taking the time to answer our phone calls and texts. We ended up with our dream home, all thanks to Amy.
Feel at home while you find your next home with Amy Kelly of Reese Nichols Real Estate. Amy goes above and beyond for her clients and even makes a contribution to Ronald McDonald House with every closing. Contact Amy Kelly to buy or sell your home.
Lizzie Suter is going to get this one going once again. 6:03 remains. Spring Hill looking to win a 9th consecutive game here. Be a really impressive feat if they could do so. And a corner 3 for Herman. She was looking for her 5th 3 of the game. Didn't get it there though, but man, what a day she has had.
Shoots by volume and also shoots by percentage. She's 4 for 6, I think.
Yeah, there hasn't been many misses from her. I think you're right with 4 for 6. Here's Erpelding. She's going to try to drive there herself, and she did get there, but the shot was inaccurate, trying to go against her momentum. And then Busher came away with it. Erpelding has herself decided to apply a bit of a press here, working against Addison Bond. And now Herman behind the three-point arc, she's not going to shoot. And unfortunately for her, she's going to pass that one right out of play. So Eudora Lady Cardinals basketball.
See Brent kind of tighten up the defense there on, she was not about to let Isla Herman get a shot up there on that possession.
Dieterding has done her best to try to cancel out Herman, but there's only so much you can do. Dieterding has 8 points. I don't think she has scored here in this second half. I remember saying that she had 8 points at halftime. Kenzie Yoder puts that one away. She's up to 7. The lead sits at 8. Here is Herman against Dieterding. 2 good three-point shooters there. And Dieterding got a hand up in the face of Herman, and it was enough.
That was the exact same play that Eudora just played down on this end. Coach Hussler called the exact same play down here to get Isla a three-point shot. Just didn't drop it, but I don't know if it's a coincidence that they ran the exact same set.
Wow, they call that a shooting foul. To be real with you, I am not quite sure how, but Erpelding sent to the line. First foul of this fourth quarter. We'll see her get a couple opportunities to close this deficit a little bit that the Cardinals face. She makes the first, her 6th point of the game.
There are times in life when your opinion doesn't matter, and right now this is one of those for us.
Yeah, it's just talk up here. The foul was called against Busher. It was the second against her. So Erpelding only went 1 of 2. Saw her team within 7. But Spring Hill still with a nice lead, and they've really done very well to continue adding to it, which has really just meant keeping it right where it's at. But they have never let up on the offensive side of things.
Yeah, I got to think Eudora's coach here's got to make some changes. You're down by 7 here with 4 minutes to go, but you've only got 30 in the game. You got to change something here to try to create some turnovers.
Yeah, Keltner would be the one I would call on if I'm Coach Parker. Number 3, the junior, a really, really good defensive player. There's going to be a foul called here as Busher finds herself on the floor. Keltner not as great on offense as we talked about, her 0% from the free throw line, but she's a pest is what she is on defense. Hands up in the face all over the place, high motor. She's running all up and down the court no matter where the ball is. She would be the one I would call upon. We haven't seen a whole lot of her here today. Here's Busher through some contact there. She wanted the foul. I thought it happened, but call didn't go. And then LaPlante no good, and then Yoder tried to get it to Long but couldn't do so. So now Herman set up for 3 with no one blocking it at all. High bounce, no good. Who gets the rebound? Yoder does. And then she is knocked to the ground there by Bond, who gave a very annoyed look when Yoder fell to the floor.
That would have been a dagger 3 by Isla there. Just didn't drop. That's probably the easiest shot she's had all day. Just didn't fall for her.
Yeah, that would have put the lead right back to 10, and with time running out, that would have been a very likely dagger. Surprising that the most open one was the one that didn't go for her. Here's Parker Long trying to find some space and then gets it to Erpelding. 3:30 left in this game. Now Dieterding, and she sets this 3 up. No one blocking her either. And now the 2 prolific three-point shooters have both had the perfect, ideal three-point opportunity not go in for them.
Yeah, I don't think Coach Hussler wants them to go below the screen there on Dieterding. She's too good of a shooter to do that.
Great pass from Busher, set up Rodden, but Rodden could not put it away, and then it goes out off of Dieterding. 2 fouls apiece here now. 7-point lead for the home team Broncos. Pass in for Busher. She's going to try to shoot here. And through the contact there, no good despite a good-looking bounce off the glass. And she tripped over the feet of Bryn Dieterding. Long got that one stabbed away from her, but it'll go out of bounds off of Meter's defensive stab.
It's been a pleasure calling this girls' game with you. I have to step down for some senior activities tonight for my son, and I'll be back to call the boys' game.
All right, Curtis Kaiser, everybody. He will be back for the boys' basketball game. Here's the 3 from Orr, no good. Now Dieterding sets up for one. Herman couldn't stop that one from getting up, but no good. And then a foul called against Eudora after Orr had rebounded it. Do you want the headset? Do you want the headset? For now. Gonna hand our second headset over to cameraman Caden Carbajo, just so we got a second voice up here, not just the one-man show of me. I'm gonna say hi, Caden.
How we doing, everybody?
2:22 left here in quarter number 4. Here is Rodden. She now finds Busher into the corner for Suter. Back into Meter, and Meter from a really impressive angle gets her first non-free throw basket of the game. And the lead is now up to 9 for Spring Hill. Then Parker Long is going to draw a shooting foul here. So she will get some chances from the line, where she is shooting 58% this season. They call the foul against Suter. It's the 4th against Suter, so you might expect to see her come out with 2:03 left. Doesn't seem like that's going to happen, though. So just keep that one in the back of your mind. Suter in foul trouble. One more would see her ejected for the remainder of this game. Long misses that one. The free throws on both sides of things, but especially the Lady Cards, it's been a real problem today. You'd have to think this game would look a lot different. The score would look a lot different if the Cards were making the free throws, especially with players like Long and Yoder, who have free throw percentages above 50% on the season. A timeout is going to be taken. It's a full timeout, so we will send you to break here on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com.
Back here on Spring Hill Sports Live, simulcast it over to Eudora Sports Live as well. And Meter tried to lay that one in unconventionally, didn't go. The player I called on to maybe get out there, Hannah Keltner, is out there now. It's a defensive pest was what I referred to her as. Here she is with the ball in her hands. Gets it to Yoder in the corner, who aggressively called for that pass and lays that one in. She wanted it because she was on a mission. She's up to 9 points. The lead, though, is still 7, so there's a lot of work to be done with 90 seconds left in this game, and Busher is going to make that really hard. That could very well be the dagger in this game. Busher getting the lead up to 9 and maybe even sending it into double digits following Bryn Dieterding's 4th foul. And then Keltner comes right back out for Lainey Orr. They want to send Orr in there to try to get a rebound on this one. but Busher won't give her the chance. She's good for her first free throw of the game. She is up to what looks like 17 points. Meanwhile, though, Parker Long up to 9. So the lead right back at 8 where it just was. Cardinals might have to foul here, but they don't seem to want to do so. They have 3 fouls against them so far. Dieterding tried to pass that to Erpelding, and Busher with a really good interception there. And the Cardinals don't seem to be applying much defense here. They might be almost resigning in this game. There's Yoder applying the foul that I was expecting to see. That is going to send Spring Hill into the bonus, actually. So I had the teams mixed up. That was the 5th foul against the Cards. Sending Busher to the line. Busher isn't particularly great from the free throw line, but she made her most recent shot. It's a 2nd foul against Yoder. And she's got 2 in a row.
She definitely draws a lot of fouls from what I've seen. I mean, when you drive into the paint as much as she does,
yeah,
you're definitely going to draw a lot of fouls.
Yeah, you'd think sending her to the line would be like the hack-a-shack, but right now with 2 in a row, nearly 3, so but no, 2 for 3 from the line. Cardinals with a chance to make a little bit of a dent here, but running out of time, they're going to have to do it really quickly. And the Broncos do really well to force them into making a lot of passes. Dieterding with a wide open 3, no good off the back of the rim. Long doesn't get the rebound. Suter does. That's probably game, but as I say that, Erpelding comes away with it, and Yoder draws contact. So Yoder will go to the line, but the Cardinals have had struggles from the line here today. That was a huge grab, though, by Erpelding, because I was about to say that's a game here, right as she grabbed it right back. Still would be highly, would take a lot to end in the Cardinals' favor here, but crazier things have happened on a basketball court. Yoder gets that one to go, putting her into double digits. She leads the Cards with 10, and then Orr comes out for Keltner. It seems that they're platooning that. They want Orr down there for rebounds, but then when the Cardinals are about to be going back on defense, they want Keltner out there. And Yoder cannot get her second to go, and then rebounded by Busher. You'd have to imagine the Cardinals will foul here, but they aren't. So time's just going to keep running out on them, and Spring Hill is going to let that happen. This game is going to end with Spring Hill on top unless the Cardinals foul right here. Keltner finally comes in and puts a foul on the Spring Hill player. Looks like it's Isla Herman. It is, sending her to the line. I think right there, though, the game has pretty much just been won by Spring Hill, as upwards of 20 seconds ran off the clock there before Keltner finally came in and fouled. She then comes out for Orr. As I mentioned, they want her out there to try to grab rebounds. 11.9 left. Herman gets the second of 2 to go. Dieterding gets it to Long. Long is not being allowed to shoot because of Rodden, but Rodden is then called for a foul. 5.5 left. The idea here might be make the first, try to get the second one caught by a teammate, but with such little time left, seems like this game is going to end in favor of the Broncos. Long, though, she gets into the double digits herself. Yoder and Long both now tied for the Cardinals team lead with 10. And she gets them both to go. So within 7, the full court press. 3, 2, and 1. This game will end with the Spring Hill Broncos on top, 44-37. They win their 9th consecutive game. Truly an amazing season they're having. What a run they're having as they come away with this one. Highly contested, a really nice game. 44-37 is the final. We'll take a break. When we're back, it's your post-game show.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
Hey folks, save $1,000 on your interior painting project this winter. Hire Absolute Painting during November through February and qualify for 10% off your project, a free paint upgrade, and a free color consultation to make sure you choose the perfect colors to transform your home. This amazing offer only lasts until our winter calendar is booked and spots are filling up fast. Call now and save $1,000 on your interior project. No money down, affordable monthly payment options are available. This offer won't last long, so call now to save $1,000 on your interior project with Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute.
Hi, I'm Katie Casey, and I'm honored to be a third-generation realtor in our Crown Realty family. My dad and grandparents started Crown Realty in 1973, and since then we have grown to become one of the largest brokerages in the Midwest. We now have 8 office locations and over 150 agents covering about 20 counties across Kansas and Missouri. Reach out to us today to experience the Crown Realty difference, where we are committed to treating our agents like family and our clients like royalty.
Bank community banking at its best. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome in here to the post-game show. They are honoring some seniors here. We'll have that on your screen. I'll still go forward here with the post-game show. Brought to you by Shoemaker Collision Repair and Paint Center, Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center. They work with all insurance companies and can get you back on the road in no time. To learn more, visit them online at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095. So wrapping up that game that ended 44-37, the Broncos on top. They get their 9th consecutive win. Just an unbelievable streak that they're on. The Cardinals lose their first after winning a couple straight. They fall to 5-7 in games they're away from home and 12-7 on the season. So all of their losses have come away from the home Cardinal arena for them. That won't help their run in the 4A class. They're sitting 5th right now in the East 4A class. Meanwhile, the Spring Hill ladies sit 7th in the East 5A class. That win will help bring them up from the 3-way tie that they're in with 3 teams that sit at 11-6 coming into tonight, as now the Spring Hill ladies are 12-6. Looking at point totals from the game, Aubrey Meter ended with 6, Isla Hurley with 14, Sydney Busher team lead 18, Lizzie Suter with a couple, Callie Rodden with 2 as well. On the Eudora side of things, Erpelding with 6 points, Dieterding with 8, Yoder with 10, tied for the team lead with Parker Long, who had 10, and Lainey Orr had a couple as well. We'll go ahead and keep it here as they honor seniors. And once they're done with that, we'll take a break and then do a player play of the game, and then transition into pregame here on this doubleheader on Spring Hill Sports Live and Eudora Sports Live. So I'll stop talking now.
Diagnostic Medical Imaging, Gray's the son of Emily and Curtis Kaiser. Ray Kaiser! Elijah Lacey. Elijah California member of Broncos basketball under honor roll student. After graduation, Elijah will be attending Southwestern College in Winfield on a basketball scholarship. He plans to pursue an engineering degree. Elijah's son of Jessica Foss and Christopher Belcher. Elijah Lacey. Congratulations and best of luck to all our seniors.
All right, so they are done honoring seniors here. So we'll actually, because we've got doubleheader action here, I will just get right in to honoring mentioning the player and play of the game, to be brought to you by Prudential Financial, as well as, trying to find my sponsors here. We'll just start with the player of the game, and I mean, Busher, of course, with the team lead of 18 points, but I've got to give this one to Isla Herman for her 4 3-point shots that got her up to her 14-point total. I think she was a really big difference maker. She was a thorn in the side of Erpelding and Dieterding, the two real big difference makers for the Cards. And I think that she is a huge reason why they came out on top in this game. So I'm going to give the player of the game from Prudential Financial, Shara Shroom, to Isla Herman. Player of the game is brought to you by Shara Shroom Financial Professional. Achieving your financial goals is a team sport. Call today 913-592-5573. The Prudential Insurance Company of America, Newark, New Jersey. And then thinking about a play of the game is going to be tough to do. Absolute play of the game from Absolute Painting, as I've got Curtis Kaiser joining back into the booth here. I'll have him get in on the conversation here once he's got his headset all figured out. Curtis, we're trying to award the Absolute Painting Absolute Play of the game. This is supposed to be the play that made the biggest difference on the game. Who do you think should get that award in this game?
I think from a Spring Hill perspective, Isla Herman's got my vote.
Yeah, I gave her player of the game for sure.
See, I missed that.
It's okay. She can sweep the awards if you want. What was a moment that stood out to you for her or for anyone else?
Well, it was those 2 back-to-back threes. You guys fought back. Eudora fought back to get down to 4 or 5 point lead, and then in the span of about a minute of game time, you look back up and we're up by 10, and it was all due to Herman. She had those 2 threes, I think, were probably within about a 20-second span.
Yeah.
And, the 3 changes the game a lot for these kids. That's 6 points in 30 seconds. If you look at, I don't know the final score because I was
44-37.
So you get 6 points in 30 seconds and you only score 44 for a game. Like, that's just a lot of momentum, and it gave us the momentum and kind of carried us throughout.
All right, well, Isla Herman will go ahead and sweep player and play of the game, as she is also given the Absolute Play of the game, brought to you by Absolute Painting. From a fresh coat of paint to refinishing your cabinets, they do it all. This time of year, Absolute turns indoors with incredible interior paint specials. Call for your free quote today, 785-333-9651. Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute. So that's going to do it. We'll have a shorter post-game show here on this one, as we will transition now into our pre-game show for the boys basketball game when we're back, and we'll give you a longer post-game show after the entire doubleheader is done. So that wraps it up here for the 44-37 win, Spring Hill Broncos over the Eudora Lady Cardinals.
Spring Hill's hometown shop is J&.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com.
Are you looking for a trusted heating and air conditioning contractor? Look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their number one goal is to protect you and your family. Insurance is complicated and not one size fits all. Michael and his team take pride in the relationship they build with their client members. Let them work with you to customize a plan that protects your livelihood and your future. To learn more, call Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services 913-592-2336 or visit them at 117 South Main in Spring Hill.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
What is typically a daunting, frustrating, and intimidating experience was enjoyable and exciting because of Amy. She listened to what we envisioned for our future home and was able to show us houses that reflected this. She was with us every step of the way, taking the time to answer our phone calls and text. We ended up with our dream home all thanks to Amy.
Feel at home while you find your next home with Amy Kelly of Reese Nichols Real Estate. Amy goes above and beyond for her clients and even makes a contribution to Ronald McDonald House with every closing. Contact Amy Kelly to buy or sell your home.
Massage is more than relaxation. Apex Massage Therapy can go beyond with targeted work for headaches and sinuses, myofascial releases, trigger point therapy, neuromuscular therapy, reflexology, cupping, and hot stones. Kylie's hands go right to the problem areas and work out all the issues. She is certified in prenatal massages, oncology, lymphatic drainage, pre- and post-surgery massages, and she can also work on minors and athletes. For openings and specials, like and follow Apex MT on Facebook.
All right, so that is the end of our post-game show as we now move into the pre-game. Let me get the right graphic up here. There it is. Pre-game show brought to you by Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs is Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. Learn more at comfortdesigns.net or call 913-592-4453. So looking at things coming into it, Spring Hill comes in 5-12, but they are 3-1 in their last 4 on a 2-game win streak, as they are making progress on recovering from their rough start to the season. I'm sure you know, but for those watching over on the Eudora side of things, they started this season 0-9. Definitely was not a pretty beginning to things, but they've salvaged the record to 5-12. They did lose their season opener by 8 against Eudora, 42-50, and they were swept by Eudora last season, looking to avoid that same fate here today. Eudora comes in 11-7 on a 2-game win streak. They have won 4 of their last 5, and they are 7-3 away from home. They sit 8th in the East 4A class, trying to seal a home playoff game as the season is approaching an end. Something definitely worth highlighting, Logan Sullivan picked up a bit of an injury last game. He took a knee to the thigh, was what he described it as when I talked to him, which it hobbled him for the rest of that game, but he did keep on playing as best as he could, and he is going to be active once again here tonight, so Logan Sullivan will continue going. And for those over on the Spring Hill side of things, I have to mention he scored 27 points in his last game. Curtis was telling me in the break, scored 31 in the first game this season, and he has moved up during the course of this season to the leader in Eudora all-time three-pointers made and their 3rd all-time in points scored. So he is a name that you will undoubtedly hear tonight. But it'll be interesting keeping an eye on if that injury is still hobbling him. It was only a few days ago that he took that hit, and it really did impact him for the rest of that game. So definitely something keeping an eye on for the 6'3 senior. We'll take a break here from the pregame show. When we're back, we will talk about this matchup a little bit more as we close in on tip-off.
Elliott Group is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and USD 230. At Elliott Group, we work, live, and shop in your local communities. Serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years, Elliott Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Spring Hill, call 913-592-5552 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
Hello, I'm Dr. Alyssa O'Connor, and I would like to welcome you to Sozo Chiropractic.
So many people only seek out a chiropractor when they are in pain, but ongoing wellness care helps you deal with stress and be healthier. At Sozo Chiropractic, the focus is on holistic wellness for any age. I am Webster certified for prenatal care, pediatric trained, as well as a family chiropractor. We also offer acupuncture and sauna services.
Sozo is a Greek word that means to heal, to make well, and to restore health. And that is our goal for each one of our patients who walks through the door.
Hi, I'm Dr. Aaron Stoes with Paola Vet Clinic. We'd like to thank you for trusting us with the care of your pets and large animals. At Paola Vet Clinic, we're proud to be your hometown veterinarians who know and care about your family. We provide cutting-edge diagnostic services, digital radiology, ultrasound, and in-house same-day blood work, chiropractic, and reproductive services. Come in and see us at our new location here in Paola in the Industrial Park with indoor cattle and equine facilities complete with a hydraulic tip chute. With a team of 11 veterinarians, our commitment to this community makes Paola Vet Clinic the vets you can trust.
Hey folks, save $1,000 on your interior painting project this winter. Hire Absolute Painting during November through February and qualify for 10% off your project, a free paint upgrade, and a free color consultation to make sure you choose the perfect colors to transform your home. This amazing offer only lasts until our winter calendar is booked and spots are filling up fast. Call now and save $1,000 on your interior project. No money down, affordable monthly payment options are available. This offer won't last long, so call now to save $1,000 on your interior project with Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute.
Craving a quick pick-me-up, tasty lunch, or afternoon treat? Have you been to The Bean? The Bean Coffee and Cafe in downtown Spring Hill is that rare mix of hometown charm and uptown style. At The Bean, they brew the finest cup of coffee, tastiest teas, and most refreshing smoothies and frappes around. The Bean is proud to serve delicious, handmade pastries by Scratch KC, and they have the best breakfast, lunch, and convenient grab-and-go options in town. Have you been to The Bean? The Bean Coffee and Cafe, downtown Spring Hill.
Back for more action here on the pregame show. Curtis Kaiser and Reed McAvoy here. Caden Carbajo on camera. I should mention there's no relation, at least that I'm aware of, between me and Peyton McAvoy, despite the same spelling and pronunciation. I do remember that me and my dad, who call Eudora games, we handed play of the game to Peyton McAvoy for a beautiful corner three that he shot at a crucial moment in the opening matchup this season when these two teams first met. That game was a really interesting one. The Cardinals had a sizable lead for the large majority of that game, and then the fourth quarter, the Broncos really they got right back into it. They stormed back. There was a lot of tactical fouls, and then the Cardinals missed the free throws, and then they rebounded, went down. There was the three from McAvoy and some other things that went really well for them that helped to end within 8, and they got it even closer than that at certain points. So if they can recreate that fourth quarter, which of course this was so long ago at this point, but if they can there is definitely a version of the Spring Hill Broncos that can beat this Eudora Cardinals basketball team.
Yeah, and I can tell you, historically, Eudora is always one of those that comes up on the schedule. And, as a fan, I'm always like, these guys are always good. They're always well coached. It's always a tough matchup. But that's what you want. You want to see what your guys are made of, and you want to play good teams. And we get to play Eudora twice this year. I think next year they're working towards doing a true round robin, in the Frontier League. So, tonight we got 6 seniors. We're going to start 5 of them. Our record 5-12 is probably not really indicative of the season. We've had 3 games that went into overtime where we were up by double digits in all 3 and lost in overtime. So, yeah, we're 5-12, but we could easily be 8-9. And so we've really come together as a team as this season went on, and I'm hoping we'll see some more progress here tonight against the good Eudora team.
We're about to announce starting lineups, which will be brought to you by The Bean. The best way in Spring Hill to start your day is at The Bean. Delicious coffee, refreshing teas, and sweet treats like smoothies, frappes, and shakes. Plus, The Bean has the best pastries and breakfast options in the metro. Stop in and see them in downtown Spring Hill or online at thebeankc.com. So we will now listen in to the PA as they announce the starting lineups here on senior night for the Spring Hill Broncos. Micaiah Jerome's the first starter for the Cardinals. That's not a typical starter there for the Cards.
Starting lineup.
Then Elijah Lacey, the senior, does start for the Broncos. Errol Seaman, the junior, 6-foot junior, starts at center for the Eudora Cardinals. James Allen, the 6'4" senior, number 13, will start for the Broncos. Nick Yunkin, 6-foot junior, starts for the Cardinals. And then Ezra Baker, 6'2" senior, will start for the Broncos. Connor Watson, 6'1" junior, starts for Eudora. Cooper D'Albini, 6'4" senior, for Spring Hill. And rounding out the lineup for the Eudora Cardinals, Jake Arnold. I'll tell you, that's a name that I don't think we've seen start one game. Jerome had at least one start under his belt. Jake Arnold getting his first start. And on the other side of things, Brady Kaiser, 5'9" senior, rounds out the lineup for the home team here. So all seniors on senior night, fitting, of course.
Yeah, we have 1 senior. We have 6 seniors on the team. So Chase Bond not starting here tonight, but has been a starter, been a staple in our lineup for the last 3 years. So we're looking for a big game out of him here tonight, even though he's not in the starting lineup.
So the 2 highest leading average scorers for the Cardinals begin on the bench. That is Logan Sullivan and Caden Stedry, who have been regulars in the starting lineups every game. They will begin this one on the bench. Interesting if Sullivan's is about injury. I'm not sure what Stedry's would be. He did take a shot to the nose at the end of last game that sort of got him sat down early, and they didn't go back to him. So I guess maybe those injuries have carried over here.
I was watching Logan warm up. He is hobbled a little bit. You could tell he didn't have the explosion, and he was kind of limping a little bit there. So definitely a factor. But once you get in there and you get some, you get some adrenaline going, we'll see how he responds. I'm sure he'll try to give it a go here tonight. Spring
Hill won the tip-off, which is brought to you by Seats Incorporated. We'll get you that live read a little bit later as the action is fully begun here. Turnover there from Kaiser, sees Errol Seaman come away with it. Now he finds Watson. Watson's been sort of assuming a bit more of a leadership role as the Cardinals try to prepare for life after Logan Sullivan.
That stat line you said about Logan Sullivan, that's impressive to be 3rd all-time in Eudora. You think of Mitch Ballack and some other very talented kids that come through there. That speaks to that kid's pure talent level there, and Eudora gets an easy one there on the inbounds play.
Yes, the 2 players above Logan Sullivan are both the last name of Ballack, and the player in 5th place as well. The 3 Ballack brothers, just prolific scorers. Of course, Mitch Ballack at one point under contract with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Went to Creighton University.
I remember his senior year playing here at Spring Hill. He didn't do a lot the first half. He was just kind of biding his time, and he took over in the second half and just destroyed us. Very talented young man.
Yeah, I was reading that story. It just blew me away. He had an offer from Creighton before his first varsity game and then scored 40 in his first varsity game.
Yeah.
But anyway, we'll focus in on the home team here. Yeah. Can't help but be in awe of the Ballack brothers' story, though. Just some crazy family genes there. Here is Kaiser. Hands that one off for Baker. And now Lacey over in the corner. Driving in was Kaiser, but then he opted to go to Lacey in the far corner. Tried to drive against Watson, but denied.
Good defense possession.
And Lacey with a quick three, and my word. He didn't need to line that one up at all. He knows where the basket is. He's got three, and he's given the Broncos the lead. And Logan Sullivan and Caden Sedry both headed to the scorers table, so those leading scorers trying to come in. Micaiah Jerome going for a corner three, absolutely denied there by James Allen, who then tried to sprint down court and get open, but now here he is. This is Kaiser. Lacey then the corner for Allen. And no one there to receive the pass from Ezra Baker. So that goes out. Cardinals basketball, which allows Caden Stedry and Logan Sullivan to check in for Micaiah Jerome and Jake Arnold, which now means that the 5 players out there would be the 5 that you would expect to start your average Eudora Cardinals basketball game, but maybe didn't happen because of some lingering injuries. We'll have to see what the days for Stedry and Sullivan look like following not starting. What you got, Curtis?
Looks like Ezra Baker got the unfortunate designation to try to guard Logan Sullivan right out of the gate here, but we got some subs coming in. Got Chase Bond coming in on his senior night.
Got Ryan Jackson, Jordan Miller, and Chase Bond coming in. Chase Bond performed the national anthem that you saw earlier on this broadcast. Cooper Dalbini and Elijah Lacey, 2 of the 3 that came out, and Ezra Baker.
And this is what I expected to see here with Coach Bouchard as soon as Sullivan's in the game to bring in Jordan Miller, just a sophomore, but plays really hard, defends really good. You see him right there on that very possession. The idea is just face guard him the entire game, make it difficult for him to even catch the ball. He'll have to get set up on some screens and things like that to get open.
There's Stedry with an impressive backwards layup there to give the Cardinals the lead right back. And now a wide open 3, and I mean wide open from Ryan Jackson, and he doesn't miss that chance.
Yeah, that was a defensive breakdown there by the Cardinals, and Ryan Jackson's a good enough shooter. You better not do that and leave him open all that long. You're going to have a long night.
And then Sullivan gets it stolen from him, and they are going to call a travel there on Miller. I honestly thought he had stopped that. He saved himself from a travel, but the referee doesn't give it to him. So it'll be interesting to see how Sullivan's mobility is affected. In the end of the last game, when he was playing through the injury, he really just couldn't run at all towards the basket. So he'd be stationary, which doesn't stop him from making the shots that he can do, but he really couldn't move around. It's a lot like Mahomes in the playoffs a couple of years ago, when he couldn't move around in the pocket at all, but he's still Patrick Mahomes with his hands.
Well, I think it's fair to say that Logan Sullivan at 70% is better than the average basketball player. He's a very talented young man.
Jackson finds Kaiser. And then Kaiser with the jump pass there, no good for Sullivan, who then finds Seaman, but that's going to have way too much sauce on it for Errol Seaman to think about a shot. He just kept it in, but James Allen ends up putting that one away following the the overcooked pass from Watson. And then Sullivan robbed once again. That's happened twice now, and this time he commits a foul. Handling issues is not something that I'm used to seeing from Logan Sullivan.
Well, like I said, Logan will get up in your face. He's going to guard you hard, and if you relax, he's going to capitalize on that. And like I said, only a sophomore, but very talented young man, and like the way he plays defense. He's haven't even had a game, I think, where he had 25-plus points. He shot the 3 really well, so got a bright future for us here.
Peyton McAvoy comes in for Brady Kaiser. We've got Reed McAvoy and Curtis Kaiser up here in the booth. That one looked like it went out off of a Spring Hill player, so Eudora basketball.
And for the Eudora fans who don't know, yes, Brady is my son. Number 20 is my favorite, but I try not to play favoritism in the booth.
And Errol Seaman got that, going for that same basket that he got earlier. That's going to send him to the line. If I can get his stat sheet up, see what he's shooting from the line. You'll have to excuse me a second here. I've got a lot of paperwork. shooting at 52% from the free throw line. That one goes in for him. Then Micaiah Jerome, who started this game, comes in for number 13, Connor Watson. Here's the ensuing possession for Spring Hill, down by 2. Excuse me, up by 2. They're the home team here. There was McAvoy, then finds Jackson, and then the 3 from Bond, no good. Now McAvoy with the 3, and no good for him as well. Stedry with the rebound. Working quickly to get down court, and then instead of shooting, passes it to Youngkin. Unselfish there from Stedry. Sees Youngkin get his first bucket. This is Jackson, and rebounded by Youngkin. Uncontested there on that rebound.
The Spring Hill offense just doesn't have the rhythm to it it's had the last few games. You know, we've really kind of started out well the last few games. We had pretty good rhythm to the offense. Of course, we also should have been having a lot more pressure bringing the ball up the court. And against Eudora, I'm not sure you want to do that. So I think Coach Bouchard is just trying to figure things out here, kind of where we're at. And hopefully the Broncos can get a rhythm going here.
Youngkin's open 3 went no good. Meanwhile, Jordan Miller was tripped up coming down court. Went for a dive. Was looking for a foul.
A tough shot there by Ryan Jackson. That's one of those you're not sure you should shoot. He was 1 on 2 and almost 3, but was able to get it in. Really a tough shot, kind of falling away to the right to the basket there.
Here's Sullivan for his first 3 attempt of the day, and no good. Something maybe of minor interest. Looks like Christian Jarrett and Connor Watson prepared to come in for Eudora. Meanwhile, Ezra Baker prepared to come in for Spring Hill. Here's Stedry, and wow, impressive attempt there. He's going to draw just a shooting foul. Made an ambitious effort to earn the and 1.
Yeah, Logan Sullivan looks a little compromised there. You can see he just does not look comfortable even just kind of walking out there.
Yep.
Maybe he'll be able to work it out as the game goes on there, but
yeah, at the end of last game, the Coach Dieterding was sort of platooning him, where it was when the Cardinals were on offense, he was out there. When the Cardinals were on defense, he was off the court. Doesn't seem that it's at the same level of severity that might have to happen, but it could potentially be beneficial if he's going to be hobbled out there. So that's definitely a plus for Spring Hill, that Sullivan is not even really close to 100%.
Same concept but different. Earlier this season, Brady broke his nose, and then he re-injured again during a different game. So, you know, you always run that risk if you're injured to start with of re-injuring it during the game. And so we hope not for that young man.
And the shot goes. Will it count? It will. Kaiser got that one to go. So potential and 1 here off of the foul against Christian Jarrett.
Unfortunately, I can't take any credit for that shot.
Jake Arnold goes in for Caden Stedry. Let's see what's Kaiser shooting from the line here. Got him at 59%. That one will not go though, so just an impressive 2. Here is Arnold. And now Jerome faked the 3. Sullivan, a corner shot there without really seeing the rim before he pulled up. And then bounced around there. Now in the hands of the Broncos, and too strong there from Jackson off the glass. Rose above everybody else. Seemed like he levitated there, but couldn't put it away. Here's Jerome, and now Christian Jarrett. And Jarrett with the jump shot, no good. Hit out to Watson. He finds Jerome in space. Jarrett, now Logan Sullivan, and they're going to go back to Watson and slow things down a little bit. But 16 seconds on the clock, and Watson gets pickpocketed. And it should be a jump. What are they going to call? A jump indeed, so goes to the Cards with 11 seconds left.
Good hustle there by both teams. You know, those 50-50 balls in a close game like this can win or lose you a game. So good to see kids from both teams hustling to get those. Good effort.
Means Spring Hill will begin second quarter with the ball, though. That jump ball. Watson preparing to take this inbound. You'd have to imagine the idea would be to funnel it to Logan Sullivan, but he's being closely defended. Found some space there. 8 seconds on the clock. Is he going to do it himself? He's wanted to try, and then a foul on Miller. That's the 5th, so it sends Logan Sullivan to the line. And he is very good from the line. Actually, what do we got him here? Actually, 43% is what this has. No, I'm looking at the wrong stat. That's why. Sorry. Anyway, forget that. He's good from the free throw line.
He's good from anywhere. He's good from the logo.
Trying to find the right stat
yeah,
out
from
here.
Spring Hill, sometimes all it
There it
takes is a good shooter like him to see the ball going through the hoop, even if it's just from the free throw line, and that may get him going here in the second quarter.
The tally is 67%. Found the right stat for him.
There you go.
And he goes 2 for 2 there. Then Errol Seaman is going to come in for Jake Arnold for the last 3 seconds of this first quarter. Cards within 1, but home team still leading here. Here's McAvoy, 1 second. He's going to put this one up. And too high there. No good, so 12-11 is the score after 1. The home team, Spring Hill Broncos, out on top.
Are you looking for a trusted heating and air conditioning contractor? Look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
Elliott Group is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and USD 230. At Elliott Group, we work, live, and shop in your local communities. Serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years, Elliott Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Spring Hill, call 913-592-5552 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
So as I mentioned, that late jump ball meant that Spring Hill would begin the second quarter with possession. So here they are. This is Kaiser. And then McAvoy across. Now back with McAvoy. Youngkin closed in on him. And that one bouncing around, and a desperation attempt to try to keep it in means that Stedry is now breaking down court with it. He finds Watson, and Watson through contact. What's the call here? I think that's the right call. Watson there called with a charge.
That's one of those calls that, to me as a basketball fan, I like to see the line down there because, good job by Brady to draw that charge, but he's out of the play. He's behind the backboard. You hate that for the offensive player to lose the ability to score there. Just me as a basketball fan, I like the way the college game and have that little arc underneath there in the lane.
Well, that meant that Watson's shot was negated, and also Lacey's shot here negated by a travel. And Watson hit with the first foul for him and the first foul of the second quarter, which goes against the visiting Eudora Cardinals.
But I would be remiss to say good job by Brady standing in there and taking the contact.
Yep.
That's good.
Standing in there is always hard. He did a really good job. Sullivan finds Stedry. Stedry back for Sullivan, and he wants a three, and no good, but he's going to be fouled, and that will be 3 free throws. No, 2.
They got him. No, he held 3 up.
The foul is against number 3, Jordan Miller.
Oh.
Foul number 3, Jordan Miller is second.
So they're saying there was a long 2 that he was fouled on?
Yeah.
So, as I said, 67% from the free throw line, not 50%. Something else, just while we're here, I should clarify, I read the wrong number when I said Errol Siemens' free throw stats. I was looking at the wrong stat. He's 73% from the free throw line. And now I know which stat to look at. Sullivan tied this game up. And now has given at least a momentary lead to his team. This is Baker, and then now Bond, and Bond with a really good drive there. Got his first basket of the day, and the Broncos right back on top.
That's Chase's MO there. Dribble penetration there, getting to the backboard, getting shots up. That's he's been a starter, been playing varsity basketball for us for 3 years, and just a solid basketball player and a good young man.
D'Albini gets that one. So the lead is now 3. Here is Sullivan. Stedry finds Yunkin. And Yunkin drives through Lacey, and they call a foul against him. So they call a blocking foul on Lacey. Second against him, second against the hosts. Sullivan on the far side here. Yet to make a 3 here. That's not something you can often say by the second quarter of a basketball game where he's involved.
Yeah, I think at this point, Coach Bouchard's pretty happy with how we've defended him.
Certainly. And another one missed, but Errol Seaman does nice to smack that one out for Stedry. And then Stedry draws a foul against Lacey. That's another one quickly against Elijah Lacey. Third against him and third against Spring Hill.
That's a tough call for Elijah there.
Yeah.
It's, he certainly had his body there, but he had his hands up, wasn't reaching, and sometimes I think they anticipate more contact than that is there, but again, my opinion doesn't matter.
He came out.
Third foul on Elijah.
He came out with his head hung alongside D'Albini. James Allen was one of the two to come in. I didn't see the other one. And then Sullivan misses another 3, 0 for 4 so far. Micaiah Jerome's going to come in, and he will grab Sullivan. Here is Kaiser. Finds Baker, and now Bond. Bond trying to drive powerfully again, just as he did earlier. The ref takes a tumble after making this call, and he might be actually hurt here. He's holding his knee.
Certainly hate to see that.
Yeah, that would be a very unfortunate turn of events, both for the referee, of course, and this game. Yeah, gets up with a wince. The teams go to their benches. Round of applause ensue from the arena here.
Like to see fans clapping for the official. That's good. I think a lot of times they catch the brunt of things. I hope that he's okay.
Yeah. Seems he's going to be feeling that knee for the rest of the day.
Yeah. Looks like they're calling an offensive foul on Chase. Looks like.
So Chase Bond, who just previously had a really good, strong drive that he converted on. This time was a little too strong with it, they say. So he'll be hit with his first foul, 4th against Spring Hill, with over 5 minutes remaining here in this quarter. So that could definitely play a part.
And Sullivan's definitely frustrated. I've watched his kind of body language walking off the court there, and then how he's sitting. You can tell he's bothered by the injury, and he's frustrated with how things have unfolded thus far. But a lot of basketball left yet, so he can fill the stat sheet up in a hurry. But
now the referee can sympathize with him, playing through injury. Yunkin loses out on this one. Who's the foul call going to go against?
Chase got to draw the foul there. I think he was the first one to the ball.
They do indeed call Nick Yunkin for the foul.
Again, good hustle there by both teams. You love to see that. Those 50-50 balls are important. Each team so far has been valuing them, and that's a good thing and something that the coaches love to see, I'm sure.
It's the first foul against Yunkin, second against Eudora, and then Jake Arnold comes in for Caden Stedry. Kaiser to Baker. Bond working against Youngkin, and now Jackson back for Kaiser. In there to Allen, and Allen no good. That thing looked like it was destined to go through, but bounced away for him at the last moment. Youngkin with the spin and a shot in the air, and no good. And then Seaman got a hand in on it, and then gets it thrown to him by Kaiser and can't put it away. Kaiser just tried to keep it in, ended up putting it right into the waiting arms of Errol Seaman, but he missed the short-range shot. Now here's Kaiser, maybe with a shot of his own, but instead it's Baker, and nothing but net, but not in the good way from Baker.
Good hustle there by Brady on both ends. Got the contested defensive rebound down here and tried to save it. Yeah, it ended up in a turnover, but good hustle on his behalf. And then even down here, you know, your 5'9" point guard down there mixing it up down low and tried to save the ball. So good hustle by the young man.
Yeah, it was the right idea, just didn't go to the right person for him. Meanwhile, substitutions, one apiece. Logan Sullivan comes in for Nick Youngkin, and Corey Kirkner comes in. Who was it for that he came in? Looks like it was Baker.
Yeah,
and that's got to be a foul there. Kaiser went through Jerome. So the first foul called against Kaiser. And it does send Jerome to the line because the Cardinals are in the bonus. Jerome shooting 33% from the free throw line, and that is the right stat that I'm looking at.
Both quarters now, the Eudora Cardinals have earned the right for 2 shots. So we'll see if maybe something to watch on the Broncos side is the fouls.
Yeah, it's early on here, too. There's a lot of time left in this quarter.
Half the quarter left yet. Eudora's only got 2 fouls, so they got 2 more to give before it's 2 shots.
But Jerome would be the guy that they would pick to put there as his struggle from the free throw line continue, and Sullivan's struggle from beyond the three-point arc also continue on here.
Just doesn't look like he's getting the lift on his shot.
So the score stays right where it is, 16-13. Spring Hill on top. Corner 3 for Jackson. Made one of these earlier, but not on this occasion. Here's Allen now. He did a really nice there to hold it for a second. He watched Errol Seaman fly through the air, waited for that one, waited for it to land, and then put it away uncontested.
Yeah, as a defender, you just got to stay down. I know that's hard. It's human nature to want to get up and block that, but you got to stay down, just arc up and hope for the best.
Now a kick out, a kicking violation called here. Let's see against who. They say Jake Arnold. So he's hit with the foul, which is going to be the 3rd against the Cards. And 1st against Arnold. Stedry comes in for Watson, and Youngkin is going to come in and grab Errol Seaman. 5-point lead for Spring Hill. We were saying the same thing in the previous game on this doubleheader.
Yep.
The girls often had a 5-point lead. Here's Jackson in that far corner, but he's not going to go for the 3. He's going to drive in and put it away.
Good tough shot there by Ryan Jackson. That was well defended by Eudora as well. Just was able to get it up on the rim and let it soft enough to let it bounce in.
Jackson's got 7 points, and 7 points is also the lead that the Spring Hill Broncos possess. Here's Stedry, and foul called. Is it a shooting foul? Looks like it will be.
Brady tried to draw another charge there, but didn't go his way.
So Kaiser hit with his 2nd foul, and Stedry set to the line. He is shooting 46% from the line. Gets that one in. He's got 3 points so far. If he makes this one, the lead will be 5 once again. And he does just that. Seems that today, for the majority of time, the Spring Hill Broncos are 5 points better than the Eudora Cardinals. Here is Jackson. Now Kirkner, and now Kaiser. Bond gets it into Kaiser, but he's caught underneath the rim, had to pass that one out, did really nicely to do so. And then Jackson, before this corner 3 can happen, which he sinks. Looks like a lane violation.
Yeah, they got Brady. I watched him. He didn't quite get his foot all the way out. That was a good call by the ref. A lot of times I think the officials don't like to call that, or that's not something that they're watching. But good call there. Brady didn't quite get all the way. He had two halves of his feet in there still in the lane. So
yeah, because he got trapped under the basket for a little while there, and then after getting a really good pass out, didn't evacuate the lane fast enough, which ended up taking away a really nice three from Jackson. Arnold with a long two, no good. Stedry got airborne, and they called a foul on him. So foul drawn there by Kaiser.
I think the young men down there exchanging some words, doing a lot of beating and banging down there.
Yeah. Stedry ended up taking a piggyback ride and gets called for his first foul. Errol Seaman, Christian Jarrett come in, Jake Arnold and Caden Stedry come out. Cardinals are at 4 fouls now, so if they commit another one, the infracted Bronco will go to the line. Here's Bond. Kirkner. Jackson. And where's the foul? They call a charge. Errol Seaman doesn't do it often, but when he attempts to draw charges, he's very good at doing so. So he sees Ryan Jackson called for his second foul. Not an offensive foul, though, so Cards don't go to the line. Here's Logan Sullivan from the free throw line, passed it into Errol Seaman. That was a nice move there to fake the shot from Sullivan, but Seaman couldn't put it away, and then that's last out off of Spring Hill.
Those are careless turnovers that you don't like to see. You don't have numbers to start with. You know, you always think you want to go, and coach tries to tell you to go, but you got to, as an athlete and as a player, you got to recognize when to go and when not to go, and that was not a good possession, not a good decision there by the Broncos.
70 seconds left here. Watson finds Youngkin. Youngkin's in a bit of a tough spot there with Kaiser against him. He finds Christian Jarrett, and Christian Jarrett puts that one away. He's not one to score very often.
Yeah, good cut there and good look by with the pass there. Good strong finish.
The opposing 20s matched up there, Kaiser versus Jarrett. And it's going to see Kaiser sent to the line, drawing a shooting foul against his opposing number 20, Christian Jarrett.
The battle of 20s.
Christian Jarrett more often tends to go by CJ. But here, as I am the Spring Hill broadcaster, will opt for his full roster name, Christian Jarrett. Broncos also in the bonus here. Kaiser got the first to go. He's up to 3 points and now 4. Then Siler Stewart comes in and grabs Kaiser, following his 2 for 2 from the line. 50 seconds left here. The lead is 5.
Good substitution there by Coach Bouchard. I think he wanted to make sure his starting point guard doesn't get the third foul here towards the end of the second quarter. So
Watson finds Jarrett. Jarrett with an ambitious effort there, no good, and then a foul going to be called against Allen. That'll send Sullivan to the line. Both teams in the bonus, and that has come up here on the last fouls. And now Kaiser ready to come right back in as his team is prepares to get on offense.
So you can just forget what I just said.
Well, they're imagining that he'll be there for the offensive phase of things rather than the defensive.
Yep.
He comes in alongside D'Albini. Allen and Stewart come out. So Siler Stewart with a very short cameo there. Sullivan made the first, which put him up to 5 points. And he makes the next. Maybe his impact today will only be from the free throw line, the most stationary of stationary basketball shots.
And I think Spring Hill will take that.
And he comes out for Stedry. If Logan Sullivan manages to hit his 20-point mark from the free throw line, that would be pretty darn impressive.
Yes, he would.
He's got 7 straight 20-point games. This is Kirkner. Now D'Albini. And now Bond, 25 to 15 to 5. 14 on the clock. Kaiser taking his time. Seems that he wants to have the last shot here. Or wants his team to have the last shot, but Watson says, not if I have something to say about it. And that shot was a little bit too long, was always going to be hard, doesn't go. So the score at halftime will be 22-19, a 3-point lead for the Spring Hill Broncos. When we're back, it's your halftime show. Keep it here on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their #1 goal is to protect you and your family. Insurance is complicated and not one size fits all. Michael and his team take pride in the relationship they build with their client members. Let them work with you to customize a plan that protects your livelihood and your future. To learn more, call Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services 913-592-2336 or visit them at 117 South Main in Spring Hill.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Up your lawn care game at Hers Inc. in Spring Hill. We have one of the area's largest and most diverse selections of lawnmowers, including top brands like Altos, Bobcat, Gravely, Dixie Chopper, and Red Max. Quality built machines for any size job. And when you get your mower at Hers, we offer full service and repairs covered by your warranty. From the backyard to the back 40, the all-star lineup of mowers at Hers will make you the captain of the lawn. See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
The 20, the 15, the 10, 5. Colton McCann, his third touchdown of the game.
Like in the net, that'll be a point for Baldwin. A first touch volley. The substituted forward across the goal line. Touchdown, Trojan.
At an opening on the near side. Is he going to take it? Yeah.
Got a dance routine that we're going to show here as a part of our halftime show.
Some little Broncos coming out here with the cheerleaders. Everybody getting in position here.
minutes. So that cheer and dance routine has gotten us going here on our halftime show, which is brought to you by Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services. Michael's goal is to help you plan for the unexpected and protect your future. Getting to know you and the things that are most important to you will help them customize the right plan for your needs. To learn more, visit them at 117 South Main in Spring Hill or call 913-592-2336. So, Curtis, first half ends with a 3-point lead for Spring Hill. There were times where it felt like they were even better than that lead would show, has them as in this game. What are your thoughts on the first half?
Well, I'm torn because, if you're Coach Bouchard right now, you're thinking, hey, we got a lead at halftime, didn't play our best basketball in the first half. So you got a lead of 3 points going against the talented Eudora team. You got to be happy with that, right?
Right.
But then you flip the coin and you think, All-State player Logan Sullivan didn't hit a field goal, and you're only up by 3, And he did do his damage from the free throw line. I think 7 for 7 is what he was, I think, from the free throw line. So still got some points, but, you would hope, I think, from the Broncos' perspective, if you hold Logan Sullivan to no field goals, you'd want to be up by more than just 3 points at halftime.
You're saying if he figures it out that it's dangerous territory.
Yes, very
here.
much so. He's too talented of a kid. He's going to get it going here in the second half. And our Broncos just had too many turnovers in the first half there. Had a couple buckets that should have dropped that didn't. But overall, I think just some careless turnovers there in the first half. And just couldn't get a rhythm offensively. We had our moments, but we'll see if we can clean that up and come out here in the second half.
I think that's a very fair assessment. There have also been a lot of unlucky bounces. We saw that in the girls' game a ton too. Just like where it goes in 25%, says no, I don't feel like scoring on this occasion. Bounces right back out. There's been a lot of that on both sides, but Spring Hill definitely has had some of those get the better of them. Got a couple of formalities to go through here. One thing I want to get you is the area matchups. We missed the chance to do in the pregame, but we'll still get it to you. They're brought to you by Elliott Insurance Group. Elliott has served area communities for decades. When you're out traveling to your next big matchup, be sure to look for an Elliott Insurance location near you. Learn more at ElliottInsuranceGroup.com. That's ELLIOTT InsuranceGroup.com. And there's just one game that I cannot help but highlight, and it will be shown over. It is being shown right now over on Tonganoxie Sports Live, and that is the Tonganoxie Chieftains taking on the Paola Panthers. Paola Panthers, their boys basketball team, 0-17 on this season. If they lose today, they will, when tomorrow comes and goes, hit 365 consecutive winless days for their boys varsity basketball team. It's when we played them, I felt almost mean highlighting it, but it's an interesting stat. I almost felt mean that I discovered it. But they are in a very tough season. That game is underway over on Tonganoxie Sports Live if you want to check it out. That is an area matchup. And then the other thing that I should get us through is the tip-off live read, because I missed that when it happened. The game started pretty quickly. Opening tip-off was brought to you by Seats Incorporated. Kick off your new career with Seats Incorporated in Spring Hill. Seats is a leader in the manufacturing of quality seating and accessories for vehicles with competitive wages and benefits. To see all their openings or to apply online, go to SeatsInc.com. With about 90 seconds left till tip-off, we'll take a really short break here from the halftime show as we approach second half tip-off.
Auction Bank community banking at its best. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hey folks, save $1,000 on your interior painting project this winter. Hire Absolute Painting during November through February and qualify for 10% off your project, a free paint upgrade, and a free color consultation to make sure you choose the perfect colors to transform your home. This amazing offer only lasts until our winter calendar is booked and spots are filling up fast. Call now and save $1,000 on your interior project. No money down, affordable monthly payment options are available. This offer won't last long, so call now to save $1,000 on your interior project with Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute.
The players are getting back out on the court as the clock hits 0, meaning we're about to get going here for period number 3. So we are done with the Farm Bureau Financial halftime show. 22-19 our score. Cardinals will begin with the basketball here, down by 3. Sullivan is out there, so is Stedry. I don't think that Stedry has been too much ailed by his whatever injury kept him from starting. Errol Seaman, though, on that layup chance, absolutely shut down by the Spring Hill defender. That was a really impressive effort.
Good block there by Chase. Good rotation defensively.
He's been a very strong presence in this game, Chase Bond. And here he is, and then gets that one for Kaiser. And now Bond in the corner. He wants a 3, and he will not get it. Allen rebounds, finds Kaiser. He's in space, but he doesn't shoot it. That was Jordan Miller who gets it all the way across. Kaiser running all the way, all around the place. He's here, he's there, he's everywhere. But this time, couldn't control that one. So now Youngkin has it, and he finds Sullivan.
You know, and that's good. I like the way they're attacking the rim there, but what's Brady going to do when he gets the ball down underneath the block, or underneath the rim? It's just not a good set.
Stedry from short range, no good, and Jackson jumps up high and brings it down. Kaiser found some space, and then nice pass to Bond. He passed up on the chance to shoot that 3, though, and Jackson misses the shorter range shot. Allen rebounds again. And now he goes for it himself and off the bottom of the rim. Here's Stedry once more. And sort of a fake out pass there that found Errol Seaman, but he couldn't put it away. Allen with a 3rd rebound in a matter of seconds.
Seems to be a lid on the buckets on both ends of the court. Getting some close shots by both teams, just can't get anything to fall.
Here's Allen. Some good movement. Sees Kaiser with it. Bond fakes that one, finds Jackson. Jackson no good. So no scoring here for these first couple of minutes, and looked like maybe a charge.
I think they called the block on him there.
Excuse me. Yeah, it looked like a block.
Yeah.
And it was a block on Bond there. Stedry drawing that one.
Yeah, I don't think Coach Bouchard's going to like that either. I think you got to just, you're out in the space there. You kind of want to just, dig your heels in defensively versus trying to force something that's not really there defensively at the half-court line.
Micaiah Jerome, who's on the ball there, just came in for Connor Watson. Sullivan nearly got pickpocketed again, and he does. Chase Bond coming away with it, but then stepping out of bounds. Still interesting, though, seeing Sullivan get it taken away from him. I wouldn't have expected that to be something impacted by his thigh, but it sure seems that it has been, because his handles has not been a problem for him this season. And all of a sudden, he can't keep it away from the Spring Hill defense. Here's Youngkin. Stedry. Jerome into Seaman. Working against the tall James Allen, but Errol Seaman, wow. That was a really good play by both of them.
Yeah,
Errol Seaman and James
well
Allen.
defended, but
right.
better offense there. That was a tough shot going underneath the rim like that. Use the rim to kind of block James from blocking the shot there.
I mean, if you're James Allen, you force the guy into doing a shot behind his head, I think you really did your job.
Yeah.
And in the end, Seaman was just able to put that one away. Cardinals within 1. Spring Hill still on top here. Allen with a really good behind-the-back move, but a whistle blown, and they call it against Errol Seaman. That was a beautiful move there for James Allen. Stedry and Youngkin come out. Christian Jarrett and Connor Watson come in. And then McAvoy comes into the game on the Spring Hill side of things. Looks like for Ryan Jackson.
We've almost played a half a quarter here, and the only points is one bucket by Eudora. So low scoring here in the third quarter.
Here's Bond working against Errol Seaman, who has that only basket. And then that pass, Allen wasn't ready for it, so it goes out. Cardinals ball. Chance to take the lead here all of a sudden.
Yeah, coaches always teach to keep you space the floor, get your keep a guard out at the wing there in the short corner, and James was just coming, I think, maybe to help Chase there, and Chase thought he was going to stay in the corner. A little bit of miscommunication there by the seniors, but
D'Albini and Baker in, Bond and Allen out. Bond and Allen have been at the center of all of this play so far this third quarter, so it'll be interesting to see who steps up now for Spring Hill. Sullivan looking for his first three today, still no good. Rebounded by Miller. Now here's Baker. Kaiser has McAvoy if he wants it, but he cuts back, and then now they look for McAvoy through D'Albini, but McAvoy had stepped to the left a little bit more than D'Albini was ready for.
Yeah, Coach wants Cooper to get that shot up there. You got a 6'4" big body. Get the ball on the block, you got to go up and try to play at least through some contact and draw a foul if you can't get the shot to drop. Instead, we end up with a turnover.
Jerome in space. Errol driving towards the basket, working against Kaiser, and he puts it away. Errol Seaman has all of the points here in this quarter, and the Cardinals have the lead. Here is Kaiser now on offense, working against Errol Seaman, finds the corner shot here, and that one is good from Peyton McAvoy, a corner three, his first points of the day, and then a timeout's going to be taken, a full timeout, so we will send you to break. Back here from the timeout. Spring Hill now breaks their huddle, as it were.
Big shot there coming out of the timeout, or right before the timeout there by Peyton McAvoy, the sophomore. Getting a look from three there in the short corner.
Yeah, really good shot by him. Right as the Cardinals had taken the lead, McAvoy takes it right back for his team. Here's Stedry working against D'Albini, and he's going to go for it, but has it taken away from him there by Baker. Now Kaiser puts some moves on Jerome. Couldn't turn it into a shot, though. Now he tries to, and it, oh man, doesn't go. And D'Albini came down with it, but it jumped over the back of Caden Stedry to do so. So it's going to be a foul against D'Albini.
I struggle with that call because Cooper had the ball with both hands, and the guy backed into him. I don't know what Cooper's supposed to do in that scenario. Yes, Cooper was over the back, but Cooper possessed the ball and then got pushed backward. So tough call there for Cooper.
Jerome comes out of the game. Christian Jarrett comes in. Yeah, that is a tough one there.
Little token pressure that time by the Broncos.
Here is Connor Watson. Youngkin didn't catch that one immediately, but now has it. Finds Jarrett. Here's Jarrett. Does a no-look pass out to Youngkin. And Youngkin right on the free throw line, and it goes off of a lucky bounce there, something we haven't seen much for either side. Game is tied. We've got a good one here, folks. 25 apiece in quarter number 3. McAvoy in the corner, no good. Sullivan's going to grab the rebound. And then find Jarrett in a lot of space. Can he put this one away against McAvoy? He can.
Good look there, Logan Sullivan. Sullivan's maybe not had the points tonight, but he's still finding ways to impact the game.
That's a really good usage of Christian Jarrett's speed, unlike be able to pull off so far this season. Here's Kaiser right lined up with that shot, but no good. And then Sullivan with another rebound. This time he finds Youngkin. 2 against 2 here for Youngkin. And through contact of Kaiser, he makes it, and they say potential and one. Kaiser was looking for the charge there. Was not a bad effort, you got to say. I could have easily seen that. That one could go either way. And I might have expected that to go in Kaiser's favor. But goes the way of Yunkin, who's got 6 points and maybe more.
Yeah, for me, that's more of a charge that time than the first one, because the first one felt like he was kind of out of the play. This time he was in the middle of the lane there, drew a charge, or tried to draw the charge. But
yeah, that definitely, on the surface level at least, looks for me like a charge, but what do I know?
Yeah, my opinion doesn't matter. Off we go.
So that all of a sudden sees the Cardinals 5 points to the good, which is not something they've been able to say today. And Baker trying to give his team the lead right back, but Yunkin, no good. So now Spring Hill with a chance to tie it up or take the lead even. Here is Lacey for real this time. Now Miller. Baker maybe from three again. No. Lacey's going to drive in, find McAvoy. And Baker for another three. No, and Watson with the rebound. Trying to turn down court quickly. Finds Stedry. Number 11 with 1:11 on the clock. Draws a jump ball. Interesting. And then Allen's going to come in for Dialbini.
A good defense there, I think, by Jordan Miller to tie him up.
You think jump ball was the right call there?
I think so. I couldn't see any contact, but
yeah, no, I don't think it was a foul. I
think he lost.
Thought it was clean.
He kind of lost He kind of lost his footing, I think, a little bit there, but
yeah, I just thought it was clean basketball. I wasn't looking for a foul. Corner for Allen. 50 seconds on the clock. Spring Hill looking to tie things up or even take the lead before half, and Baker might do just that.
See, and now I would look at that one, and that looked like a charge to me too.
Well, I guess at least they're consistent.
Yeah, I guess so. Looked like he was there on time, but
Christian Jarrett comes in for Stedry, who comes out shaking his head after being called for that foul, which is his second. Here is Baker from the line.
Ezra stepping up here in a big moment. Had
no
5
good.
last points.
So we are tied once again, this time at 30s.
It's been the Bake Show the last minute and a half here for the Broncos. He's put in the last 5 points to tie the game up.
30 seconds left. I saw Coach Dieter did give a slow it down sign from the bench, so maybe the Cardinals want this last shot. Try to go into the fourth quarter with a lead. You got to be careful not to turn it over, though, as has happened a lot of times today when teams have tried to give themselves the last shot. Nearly there. Sullivan trying to get his first field goal, and he won't put enough on it. So now CJ and Christian Jarrett. He's got 6 points. I mentioned he's not one that is often called and have his name called for making shots. That was a really nice mid-range jumper there for him that does indeed give the Eudora Cardinals the lead heading into the fourth quarter, but only by 2. So it's anyone's game, and it's going to be a good fourth quarter here. Keep it here for the conclusion on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Are you looking for a trusted heating and air conditioning contractor? Look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com.
Spring Hill Sports Live is presented by Strode Orthodontics. Strode Orthodontics specializes in creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and the staff at Strode Orthodontics are experienced, highly trained orthodontic specialists with decades of combined experience. They have locations in Spring Hill, Olathe, and Overland Park. Learn more at StrodeOrtho.com. Yunkin turns that one over on the pass, which now sees Chase Bond, who's back out there. Leading his team down court, he finds Elijah Lacey. Lacey tried to get it to Allen, and Jarrett got some fingertips on it. So the Cardinals back in possession.
Yeah, start of the fourth quarter there. You see Coach Dieterding drawing up a play for Logan Sullivan on the block there. Great defense by Chase to stop it, but you can see Coach is probably drawing up some plays here to get Logan going here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's surprising seeing him still without a field goal. I mean, he's had those three-point opportunities, and they have just not even really been particularly close for him.
But I think that speaks to the character of this Eudora Cardinal team, too. You know, your all-state player here hasn't had a field goal, and you're still up by 2 going into the fourth quarter. So still battling hard there.
I think it's interesting he's still out there, considering it's pretty clear he's not on, that the Coach Dieterding is still putting trust in Sullivan to be out there. Long pass for Bond from Lacey, just a little bit off there. Lacey, hands on his knees there. He was upset that one didn't work out. And then Brady Kaiser will come in for Lacey.
That's one of those plays I mentioned earlier where the players feel like you got to push when the smarter decision would be to bring the ball up the court, get into your offense, and maybe you get a better shot.
I think that was why he was so upset, because I think he really thought he was making the right decision there, and he had a good idea in mind. Oh, my word, in and out for Sullivan, and just barely missed. I mean, it was not even more than a foot off of where he needed it to be. So he realized that in the end he let his team down when he didn't have to. Sullivan intercepts this one, but he's got close coverage from Baker, and Baker will do enough. He did touch it last, though. No, he didn't. Sullivan touched it last.
Oh, that's a gift. That is a gift.
Spring Hill basketball. Micaiah Jerome, Caden Stedry comes in. Christian Jarrett, Connor Watson comes out. Meanwhile, McAvoy comes out. And Ryan Jackson comes in. So yeah, on that fast break, Sullivan still unable to break the duck of his field goals. And they say he touched it last. They got a better view than us, so I'll believe it. Here's Bond. Jackson in for the 6'4" Allen. And he puts it away.
Yeah, James had a mismatch there. It was good to see him. I don't think he recognized it at first till he turned around and squared up a little bit, and he was like, hey, I'm taller than you.
There's not a lot of people that James Allen isn't taller than. So we are tied again. We've been tied at 25s, tied at 30s, now tied 32 each. We might be looking at overtime here with how this one's shaping up. Sullivan's going to take this inbound, but not before Chase Bond comes in. Gets it into Seaman, who then finds Stedry.
Good heads there by Chase Bond.
Stedry ends up passing it off the thigh of Allen, and then it comes back to him just as fortuitously and puts it away.
Tough shot. Good defense there by the Broncos, but man, that was a tough shot.
Yeah, Broncos were in all the right places. The ball just kept finding its way to a Eudora player. Meanwhile, Chase Bond gets a 2 and maybe more. We're tied at 34.
That's something Chase has started to do here these last, half a dozen, 6, 7, 8 games, is be more assertive offensively and really makes good decisions and likes to finish through contact as he did there. Free throws, maybe not what he was hoping for, but he knocked down a big one there to give us a Spring Hill a 35-34 lead here.
And he does give his team the lead. Jerome tried to find Stedry, but Kaiser standing in the right spot to intercept, and he finds Miller, and Miller fouled by Sullivan. That'll be 2 shots for Miller. Miller shooting 70.6% from the free throw line. My word, it's basically guaranteed it's going in.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just jinxed it. That was not my intention.
Brady looked like Spider-Man down here. He's like, I'll take that.
Miller looking to get his first points here, and I did jinx it. I'm sorry. That is
You
entirely my fault. My apologies.
Bronco Nation, it is not my fault.
That was not my intention. I was just admiring his really good stat line. Watson comes in for Youngkin.
Again, Jordan Miller, another one of those multi-sport athletes, really good football player, quarterback for the Broncos.
Doesn't get either one to go.
Had a good season for the Broncos here. We gotta finish strong here.
My apologies to the Spring Hill fans. That is totally on me. Rookie mistake. But the Spring Hill Broncos still on top here by 1. And Stedry tried to pass that one for Errol Seaman, but Bond intercepted. Now he finds Kaiser. And a long 2 looks like there from Miller. What do they call it?
Yeah, 2-point basket was the right call. His foot was on the line there.
They do call it a long 2. And then the Broncos call a timeout. So we will go to a short break.
Hey folks, save $1,000 on your interior painting project this winter. Hire Absolute Painting during November through February and qualify for 10% off your project, a free paint upgrade, and a free color consultation to make sure you choose the perfect colors to transform your home. This amazing offer only lasts until our winter calendar is booked and spots are filling up fast. Call now and save $1,000 on your interior project. No money down affordable monthly payment options are available. This offer won't last long, so call now to save $1,000 on your interior project with Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute.
.441 left on the clock. Teams coming out of the timeout. We are closing in, maybe if we don't go to overtime, on our post-game show from Shoemaker Collision Repair and Paint Center, where we will be awarding the Absolute Painting Absolute Play of the Game and the Prudential Financial Shara Shroom Player of the Game. Here is Errol Seaman. He finds Logan Sullivan, who finds Watson wide open in the corner, and Watson makes it happen. He's got his first points of the day, and the game is tied once more.
Again, it's not going to show up in the stat sheet, but Logan Sullivan made that play. The defense had to keep honest on him. He drew the double, almost triple team, and he found an open teammate there. So good, solid play there by Logan, and good shot there by the guard.
Kaiser finds Bond, finds Jackson. Jackson's good from 3, but he won't shoot here. Broncos slowing things down here. The game tied. This is Miller. And now Jackson wants it from 3. It looks good, and it is. He's up to 8 points. No, excuse me, 10. And 3 to the good are the Broncos.
Another big shot there by Ryan Jackson.
Very big. Watson thought of trying to get another 3 for himself. Instead there, he's probably going to get called. Yeah, that is the right call there.
Yep.
He ended up trucking Bond. Can't do that.
Yeah, good defense there by Chase to step in and take that contact. He was coming with some fire there, and Chase took it right square in the chest.
Youngkin comes in for Jerome. Meanwhile, the referee signaled the wrong number over to the scorer's table while they figure out that it was Connor Watson that committed that foul and not Errol Seaman, as he had first signaled. Here's Bond. He's running quick. He's not going to be able to shoot, but he finds Jackson, who likes that corner 3, and it comes right back to him, but then out off of his foot. Eudora basketball. Jackson thought that it might have been off of a Cardinals player. .307 left.
So both teams going to some pressure here, bringing the ball up the court. Nothing too tough, just some token pressure to keep you honest. Logan Sullivan here trying to get him into the offense here.
Stedry couldn't bring that one in. Way too high from Sullivan.
Yeah, I'm surprised Logan made that pass. That's a tough pass and an even tougher catch. You got to get a better angle to feed that into the post player. That was a
especially along
tough play.
Especially along the baseline. Even if he does catch it, the momentum might take him out on that baseline. 2:40 left here. Spring Hill trying to make it a more than one possession lead. Here's Bond. Stedry is going to get called for a foul there. That's the right call. That's going to be the third against him.
Fourth team foul.
Yeah. Spring Hill nearly into the bonus. One more will put them into the bonus.
And worth noting here, Spring Hill's only got one team foul, so they've got a ways to go. May come in as a factor here down the stretch.
Yeah, nothing like that second quarter.
Yeah.
Where they were into the bonus right away, or they sent the Cardinals into the bonus. Coverage all over the place means that even the backwards pass to Kaiser was under pressure from Watson, and Allen unable to put that one away, and Stedry gets the rebound. Wow.
That's been a struggle for us all year, these little shots that you just have to hit, and we've struggled with that.
You'd think that the 6'4" Allen would put that one away or at least grab the rebound. Couldn't do either one. A timeout taken here. We will be right back.
Being a donor to the Spring Hill Education Foundation is about making a difference in a child's life to ensure they will have every opportunity to succeed in the classroom and beyond. My name is Dr. Bart Gehring, and I have been a donor to the Spring Hill Education Foundation for 25 years.
.211 is all that is left in regulation here. Cardinals beginning with the ball. Watson finds Jerome. Here's Sullivan, a long two, and still no good. He seems to be unable to score when the ball is in play. Here's Jackson. He's been really good from three and passes with too much strength to Chase Bond.
Another one of those unforced errors. And big time in the game.
Yeah, I mean, that's a spot where if they can even just put up a two, that's a lot of extra work for the Cardinals to do. And another timeout taken, unless it's full. It is a full timeout. Well, we'll still keep you here for 30 seconds. What are your thoughts on the way that this is going and what this last 100 seconds might look like, Curtis?
Right now it seems like both teams, I don't like to use the term sloppy, but that's kind of what it's been the last couple possessions or last 2 or 3 minutes here. It's not been fundamental basketball. Both teams making some uncharacteristic mistakes, long passes, missing easy shots. Again, it's big-time players make big-time shots in big-time games, and Logan Sullivan is 100% one of those players. And it's a tight game here, so I'm expecting him to pull a rabbit out of a hat, if you will, here towards the end, because that's just the type of player he is.
We are coming in on those closing moments. That's when legends are made, right? Players make their names known. We will take a short break. When we're back, it's the conclusion of this fourth quarter.
Craving a quick pick-me-up, tasty lunch, or afternoon treat? Have you been to The Bean? The Bean Coffee and Cafe in downtown Spring Hill is that rare mix of hometown charm and uptown style. At The Bean, they brew the finest cup of coffee, tastiest teas, and most refreshing smoothies and frappes around. The Bean is proud to serve delicious, handmade pastries by Scratch KC, and they have the best breakfast, lunch, and convenient grab-and-go options in town. Have you been to The Bean? The Bean Coffee and Cafe.
Had to cut that ad off just a couple seconds. We are back underway here. 90 seconds is all that remains. 3-point lead for Spring Hill. And looks like Stedry's going to be sent to the line here.
Yeah, and that's the worst case scenario for Spring Hill, because not only do you stop the clock, they get two free throws because it was a shooting foul.
It's a foul against Bond. third against him. Sends Stedry to the line. Stedry's got 6 points. Make it 7.
Used all the rim, but it bounced in.
And then Micaiah Jerome comes out for Nick Youngkin. Yeah, all of a sudden those bounces have been a little more lucky. Just a little, not a whole lot, but we weren't seeing any of those earlier. Stedry drains them both, so within 1. But Spring Hill's still on top and in possession here. A 3 would be huge, but even a 2 would be really nice for the Broncos to try to see this one home. Here's Kaiser, not rushing things here, which makes sense, on top.
Got a couple turnovers when we tried to do this earlier here in the fourth quarter. Hope we can be stronger with the ball here and make better decisions.
Kaiser once again here on the near side. And then Sullivan gets a hand in on it, but couldn't get it away from Kaiser. Here's Jackson working against Youngkin, and then he found Miller, Kaiser, Allen. Some good ball movement here. Cardinals seem to, well, I was about to say seem to not want to foul. Seemed that they were trying to wait on Spring Hill to commit a mistake, but as the clock is moved where there's no more minutes up there, it's just seconds and it's 38. Maybe Stedry felt urgent though, but I don't know if he actually intended that, especially because it's his 4th foul and it sends Allen to the line.
Team free throws have been a struggle for the Broncos here. We'll see if James can knock in a couple big ones here.
Sends Allen to the line, of course, because the Broncos are now into the bonus.
That was good possession there by the Broncos. Ran some clock there and got what they wanted. A couple free ones here.
And so it's just a 2-point lead. Cardinals could tie it up maybe if they're feeling risky, try to take the lead, but you'd have to imagine they'd want to take the higher percentage shot. Errol Seaman finds Stedry. Youngkin drives towards the basket. Sullivan in the corner. He wants the lead, and he won't get it. And then Stedry might be out of this game. He is indeed going to be done for the day. So Stedry, their second leading scorer, who did not start this game today and is their current leading scorer on the day, is done for the game with his 5th foul. It's going to be Micaiah Jerome to come in for him.
Yeah, Logan wanted that one. You can see that's where it was going, too. He got nice and squared up there. Brady Kaiser popped out there and tried to challenge it, but I think Logan would want that shot back.
They were looking for the storybook there of him finally making one, rather than, as I just called out, for them probably trying to go for the high percentage shot. But instead, they see Stedry ejected and Bond to the line, but he missed the first, which means it's going to be a 1-possession lead no matter what, and a timeout is taken. We'll go to break.
Everyone loves a special occasion to come together to celebrate. The Meadowlark is one of the premier wedding venues in the Kansas City area. But it's even more. Beyond nuptial and corporate events, the Meadowlark is now bringing live music to the area. Come enjoy a night of dinner, drinks, and entertainment without waiting for an invite. Follow Meadowlark Events-Live on Facebook for upcoming shows. Now you have even more reasons to celebrate at the Meadowlark.
Back here following the timeout, 20 seconds on the clock. Chase Bond trying to make it a 3-point lead, and he will not, and Youngkin rebounds. Setting up for a big ending here. Could Sullivan kill off the Broncos here on senior night? What's the call? 2 shots from the line from Errol Seaman. So with 11 seconds left, the best Seaman can do is tie it up and then give 11 seconds to Spring Hill. to come away as the victors.
4th foul on Chase Bond there. Big shot, big free throws here. Broncos don't let up here. You got to make sure you secure a rebound if he misses it.
It's really not the worst spot for Spring Hill, though. It's not, of course, the greatest, but there you go. If he even missed one, that was going to happen.
And I think, you look at Logan Sullivan now. He's not down there on the block. So coach knows he can't get the lift up there to get the rebound. So,
which makes it interesting leaving him out there at all, to be honest. You might look at a guy like Cage Crable, who's 6 foot, to come in his place, try to grab a rebound. But I think Dieterding really wants to get that 3 out of him. He knows it's deep in there somewhere. Seaman sinks the one, and now what is going to happen? Another timeout taken. We'll go ahead and keep you here. Harrell moves up to 8 points. So what do these last 11 seconds look like for Spring Hill?
Well, you just got to be smart with the ball. You don't have to do anything here. You don't have to get a shot up. Yes, you have to get the ball across half court. That's what you got to focus on because you only have 10 seconds to get there. But I expect that Eudora is going to go for the foul here. They're going to go for I expect them to go for a steal first, but then if they don't get that, they're going to have to foul, and I think it's got to be within the first 3 to 4 seconds because if we hit free throws down here, it's still a one-possession game, but then you got to go the length of the court. So I expect something here in the next 3 to 4 seconds by the Eudora, hopefully looking for the steal first, but if they don't get that, they'll have to foul quickly and then put Spring Hill on the line, and we've missed our last 3 free throws. So
especially with Spring Hill already in the bonus, I would really expect them to try to foul as fast as possible just because with 11 seconds left, there's not a lot of time for trying things out there.
Yeah. Like I say, you may have a chance for 1 steal on 1 pass, and if that doesn't work, you need to be aggressive there.
I'd be looking at Christian Jarrett. He's just really quick out there, and I don't know if he's even committed 1 foul. He would be the ideal person to commit the foul on the Cardinals side of things.
Interesting, there's nobody back protecting the rim here. Like to leak somebody out here if you're the Broncos.
They get it into McAvoy, and he's immediately fouled. Looked like Youngkin. There's maybe a little extra oomph on there than there needed to be. He's got to be careful to not commit a technical as he shoved McAvoy to the floor.
Yeah, Coach Bouchard kept Chase on the bench there because he didn't want him to pick up his 5th foul. Looks like he's going to be subbing in for Peyton if Peyton knocks down both these free throws.
They called Logan Sullivan for the foul, so it's the 3rd against him.
Big spot here for the sophomore.
Makes the first from the line. He is 43% this season. Christian Jarrett's going to come out for Jerome. An indication that he maybe was the one intended to commit that foul, but they passed away from him. Another timeout taken here. We kept you last time, so we'll send you to break on this occasion.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Bronco fans can find us at 408 North Webster in Spring Hill or call 913-592-2050. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Back from the timeout, McAvoy is going to look to make it a 3-point lead, which would be huge here as Spring Hill look to see themselves with the victory, which would be their 6th win of the season.
Yeah, big free throw, big spot here for the sophomore, and Spring Hill's got a foul to give here if they choose so wisely coming down the court. You have to be selective there, certainly.
And he does get it.
Big shots by the sophomore there. Congrats to Peyton McAvoy. Big spot, hitting a couple clutch free throws.
Potential play of the game there from McAvoy. Youngkin gets it into Sullivan. 8 seconds left. Back for Youngkin. They're going to have to get something up. It's going to be Jerome, and he's going to be fouled by Kaiser. It could be 3.
No, I think they had his foot on the line there.
They're going to talk about it.
Yeah.
This is a big decision here between the referees.
It shouldn't be a shooting foul anyway. Brady had you got a foul to give. Brady had a hold of him before it ever shot went up.
So they say it is Kaiser, and they say it's on the floor. So 2.9 left. Another foul would send the Eudora player to the line.
Which isn't the terrible decision either, as long as you make sure that they don't get the shot up.
Right. Cardinals, I mean, any other game this season, Cardinals need a 3. You're thinking Logan Sullivan, but he has not shown any ability with that today. And it goes, and now what's the call?
Caught the ball before it went out, where he got established in bounds.
Jerome touched it while out, so Spring Hill basketball. That is probably going to do it. That is a big moment there, as Micaiah Jerome couldn't get it towards his target, and then as he caught it, his foot was out. So Kaiser gets it, and it's going to be fouled by Sullivan with 0.2 seconds left on the clock. So if Kaiser happens to miss both of these, and then the Cardinals rebound and shoot a 3 that they then make.
Yep, you got to catch and shoot here off the rebounds. It's going to be a highlight reel for sure.
Plus Kaiser missing both. So they've just about done it, but there is a little bit, the tiniest little infinitesimal more work to be done. And that's going to do it. The Spring Hill Broncos are going to win this basketball game. They're going to improve to 6. Get my stats up here. They will improve to 6 and 12. Sullivan does fire one last one off. So 44-40 is the final. The Spring Hill Broncos come out on top here. We'll go to break. When we're back, it's the postgame show as we wrap it up, this doubleheader action on Spring Hill Sports Live.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
Hey folks, save $1,000 on your interior painting project this winter. Hire Absolute Painting during November through February and qualify for 10% off your project, a free paint upgrade, and a free color consultation to make sure you choose the perfect colors to transform your home. This amazing offer only lasts until our winter calendar is booked and spots are filling up fast. Call now and save $1,000 on your interior project. No money down, affordable monthly payment options are available. This offer won't last long, so call now to save $1,000 on your interior project with Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute.
Hi, I'm Katie Casey, and I'm honored to be a third-generation realtor in our Crown Realty family. My dad and grandparents started Crown Realty in 1973, and since then we have grown to become one of the largest brokerages in the Midwest. We now have 8 office locations and over 150 agents covering about 20 counties across Kansas and Missouri. Reach out to us today to experience the Crown Realty difference, where we are committed to treating our agents like family and our clients like royalty.
Bank community banking at its best. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
All right, welcome in post-game show. Reed McAvoy, Curtis Kaiser with you. Caden Carbajo on camera. as we begin our post-game show brought to you by Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center, Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center. They work with all insurance companies and can get you back on the road in no time. To learn more, visit them online at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095. So, Spring Hill Broncos sweep the doubleheader here today, getting both wins over the Eudora Lady Cardinals and the Eudora Cardinals. Both really close games, really fun games to watch. I mean, we were thinking overtime might happen here in this one, and it ended only a 4-point margin of victory, which was finally decided with 0.2 seconds left on the clock by Kaiser putting away a free throw to make it too large for the Cardinals to overcome. A really interesting one, seeing Sullivan be really hampered by his injury in ways that seemed beyond the scope of what I was expecting to see from that, how that injury would affect him. And you called it out a couple of times that the Cardinals, it's impressive that they still had a really good day without their leading scorer, but they really needed him, and he wasn't there, and they ended up losing.
The Broncos were happy to take a win. A win's a win,
Absolutely,
regardless of what, right? But you want to play the best teams with their best players, and playing against a kid like Sullivan is something that you look forward to. And he just wasn't himself tonight, and that's unfortunate for him. Hopefully he gets himself right as the season comes to a close here. But I want to shout out to the Broncos here. Yep. They're won 3 in a row now. They're really kind of hitting some stride, got some momentum on their side. We got a couple of games next week to finish out the regular season. I think on Tuesday we go to Bonner Springs, which is a pretty good program. They've had a good year. They've been ranked in 4A at various times. And then we close out at home against Ottawa on homecoming night next Friday. And Ottawa, I think, is currently ranked 10th in 4A. So, this is a big win for the Broncos. Anytime you play Eudora and come out with a win, it's a good day. And, but hats off to the Eudora Cardinals. Man, they battled without their all-state player, injured and whatnot, and played a solid game. And just, a game like this, you hate that someone has to lose.
It is no fault against the Broncos beating them without Sullivan at his best. I mean, you can only play who you're matched up against, and Sullivan did his best to still play a role, but there's only so much he could do, and the Broncos played a really good game of basketball. There were a lot of really big moments all over the place from a lot of different players. And you know what? When you're like that, like how the Cardinals relying so much on one player, you make yourself vulnerable to him getting hurt, and then you're not the same team. You can't fault them for wanting to rely on such a good player, but when you don't have a clear number two that's as good, that can play at the same level, that you make yourself vulnerable to this happening. And today it resulted in them coming out with the loss. I'll get you point totals from this game, starting with first your Spring Hill Broncos. Ryan Jackson with 10, 6 points coming from behind the 3-point arc. Elijah Lacey with 3, Jordan Miller with 2, Chase Bond with 5, James Allen with 7, Ezra Baker with 5, Cooper D'Albini with 2, Brady Kaiser with 5, Peyton McAvoy with 4, and Siler Stewart with 1. Looking at my Eudora Cardinal side of things, I realize I'm missing 3 points on my total, so there's 3 points somewhere that I did not get. But other than that, Errol Seaman ends with 8, Stedry with 8, Yunkin with 7, Watson with 3, Jarrett with 6, and Sullivan with 6. So those were all came from the free throw line for him. So, Curtis, we got once again to give out play and player of the game. What are you thinking for those? Whichever one you want to pick that you want to call out. What do you got?
It's my calling your son's game like this senior night, it's tough. So I apologize. I think you said it on the air. I think those 2 free throws by the sophomore Peyton McAvoy, who didn't have maybe the scoring total tonight that we're used to out of him, but man, he stepped up in a big spot with the game on the line, calmly nailed down 2 free throws. And so, I think Peyton's got my nod tonight for certainly the play of the game. Yeah, for
all right,
sure.
Well, as he got on the simulcast to begin this season, Peyton McAvoy will once again take home the absolute play of the game, which is brought to you by Absolute Painting. From a fresh coat of paint to refinishing your cabinets, they do it all. This time of year, Absolute turns indoors with incredible interior paint specials. Call for your free quote today at 785-333-9651. Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute. Do you need to check out here, Curtis?
Yeah, I got some family in town here supporting my senior, and I've been hollered at to come down there and participate in that. So,
all right. Well, you could go ahead. It's been a great time calling with you.
I appreciate it very much.
Yeah. So that is Curtis Kaiser. Has been great. Been a great privilege having him join me, offering color here today.
Appreciate it very much.
So I will finish off the post game here, giving out the player of the game. Looking at it, I'm going to go ahead and go with Chase Bond. He didn't end up with the leading score, but I think that he played a really good role. The senior, he was strong all over the place. So number 5, the 6'2 senior Chase Bond, we will give him the player of the game from Prudential Financial, brought to you by Shara Shroom at the Financial Professional. Excuse me. Achieving your financial goals is a team sport. Call today 913-592-5573. The Prudential Insurance Company of America, Newark, New Jersey. So that is just about it. We'll take another break here. When we're back, I will preview what is next up on Spring Hill Sports Live and also Eudora Sports Live over on the SIMULCAST.
Spring Hill's hometown shop is J&T Auto Service. As a full-service repair shop, J&T Auto Service works on all makes and models. Diesels, Europeans, they do it all. From combines to Corvettes. Visit J&T Auto Service for oil changes, tires, brakes, alignments, electrical diagnostics, and so much more. Small town, friendly service with high-tech tools and training. Schedule your service at J&T Auto Service. Call 913-592-6424. You can also visit jtautoinc.com. Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Bronco fans can find us at 408 North Webster in Spring Hill or call 913-592-2050. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Hello, I'm Dr. Alyssa O'Connor, and I would like to welcome you to Sozo Chiropractic.
So many people
for each one of our patients who walks through the door.
Elliott Group is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and USD 230. At Elliott Group, we work, live, and shop in your local communities. Serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years, Elliott Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Spring Hill, call 913-592-5552 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their number one goal is to protect you and your family. Insurance is complicated and not one size fits all. Michael and his team take pride in the relationship they build with their client members. Let them work with you to customize a plan that protects your livelihood and your future. To learn more, call Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services 913-592-2336 or visit them at 117 South Main in Spring Hill.
What is typically a daunting, frustrating, and intimidating experience was enjoyable and exciting because of Amy. She listened to what we envisioned for our future home and was able to show us houses that reflected this. She was with us every step of the way, taking the time to answer our phone calls and texts. We ended up with our dream home all thanks to Amy.
Feel at home while you find your next home with Amy Kelly of Reese Nichols Real Estate. Amy goes above and beyond for her clients and even makes a contribution to Ronald McDonald House with every closing. Contact Amy Kelly to buy or sell your home.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
Are you looking for a trusted heating and air conditioning contractor? Look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
Across the 20, the 15, the 10, 5. Colton McCann, his third touchdown of the game.
Like in the net, and that'll be a point for Baldwin. A first touch volley. The substituted forward across the goal line. Touchdown, Trojan.
At an opening on the near side. Is he going to take it? Yes, he is. Kaplinger will take it to the house.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com.
All right, back for the final time on the post-game show as the gym is essentially completely empty at this point here in Spring Hill. I wanted to preview what is next up for the Spring Hill Sports Live and Eudora Sports Live channels. Next up here on Spring Hill Sports Live, February 23rd, there's a doubleheader against the Ottawa Cyclones and the Ottawa Lady Cyclones. If he's feeling better by then, that'll be BJ Harris, and he will be with Caden Carbajo for that one. And meanwhile, on the Eudora Sports Live side of things, over on the simulcast, February 22nd, they will be playing against the Hayden Wildcats, and Eudora Sports Live will have that one. Should be myself. I'm not sure who I'm going to be joined by yet. My dad will be out of town. Kevin McAvoy is typically my color, so I will be doing play-by-play for that one. Same case for February 23rd, the next day when Cardinals once again take on the Hayden Wildcats. That time it's a boys game. The 22nd is the girls, 23rd is the boys. Those will both be carried on Eudora Sports Live, so if you are over on that side of things, you can come right back to the Varsity Sports Live channel where you are right now. So that is it for us here today as the Spring Hill Broncos got the sweep. I tried to do my best to be impartial. It's a little tough when you've been cheering for the opposing team the entire season to come in and cheer for the home team here. Hopefully I wasn't too partial for those listening on the Spring Hill side of things. Tried to do my best. So for Curtis Kaiser, Reed McAvoy, Caden Carbajo, and also BJ Harris, I want to say thank you for listening in. Go Broncos, go Cardinals, and good night.
Watching Spring Hill High School sports on your home for the Broncos, Spring Hill Sports Live. Spring Hill Sports Live is presented by Strode Orthodontics, creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Learn more at StrodeOrtho.com. Also by